We're live. Sidebar Cantina, the podcast where we talk about Star Wars, pop culture, five-way sex orgies, or whatever the fuck we feel like talking about. I'm Mr. Jason Roscom. With me here each and every single week, the foreplay to my reach around, Dave Martin. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Jason.
How are you?
That's not where I thought we were going with this, but okay.
Because we're not alone this week.
We are not.
We have a guest or two or three with us.
I can hear them breathing.
Yes, they're breathing very heavily.
Oh my God.
Oh, we've made a huge mistake. Joining us this week, all three members of the Escape Pod. Hello, gentlemen.
What is up?
Oh, welcome. This is going to be some crazy shit. And what are we talking about today? Anybody?
Porn.
Okay, what else?
Masturbation
Star Wars
races.
porn.
Ooh, Dragon Buddy's probably the closest one.
You got to be careful how you say masturbation races. If it comes out master race, it's going to be a different conversation.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
We don't want to get banned from YouTube.
Nope,
so.
we are definitely not having that.
No, we're talking about computers.
Just masturbation.
Just settle down. It's just
jerking
masturbation.
off. We're jerking off.
That's it. And racing.
Oh man, this is gonna be quite the Oh, they're all gonna laugh at us.
That's the idea.
What are we talking about today?
Look, there's a couple things going on here, but besides the clusterfuck that is already happening, we are getting ready to celebrate our 5-year anniversary of doing the show. So May the 4th would be 5 years, which is in a couple of days.
Yeah.
So
today's the 2nd.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So 5 years of doing this fucking shenanigans.
Yeah.
Shit. Pretty fucking unreal.
It's crazy, and we're gonna spend a few minutes reflecting on that after we take care of some business first.
Yeah, and also we're gonna talk some Star Wars stuff because it is May the 4th coming up. So we're gonna talk Star Wars with our friends from the Escape Pod.
Yes.
Who better to talk Star Wars with?
Indeed.
Who better to fucking talk about Star Wars than you fucking guys? I love it. I fucking love it when you guys go back and talk about Star Wars. Every time being a part of the Patreon, every time there's a vote in fucking Twitter or whatever, like if there's a Star Wars related topic, I'm like, fucking, I'm voting for that. Because I want these guys talking more Star. I love it when you guys talk Star Wars.
Well, yeah, because that's our origins.
Yeah,
right.
I'm selfish. I'll fucking admit it. I'm selfish.
Hey man, I'm with you. I enjoy going back to. I like talking about other stuff every once in a while because we do what the fuck we want.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But
yes.
I do enjoy the Star Wars stuff, and we are thankful that we have Star Wars to talk about.
Yes.
Quite frankly.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of Star Wars, and we're going to talk about that today. But first, should we talk about some Patreon?
You better start talking, otherwise we're going to keep talking over you.
All right. If you're enjoying the Sidebar Cantina's content, consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. For as little as $1 a month, you can support this podcast and help make it possible for us to continue to bring you quality content week after week. We'd like to give a huge shout out to our current patrons: Shotgun Mark, Frank Kalevich, Frederick Martin, Lord Helmet Fire, Scott and Kim from the Used and Abused podcast, Ivo G, Kristen Roscom, Nick from Swede Studios, Catherine Rennick, my wonderful mother-in-law, Patricia Goodstein, Don Solsky, Nick Schaefer, David Schmuck, Wally Frogmore, Tony Ferrari, Brady Big Lovin',
That's
and
me.
of course, Dragon Buddy.
That's him.
Oh, I like that guy.
We appreciate each and every one of you. If you'd like to consider becoming a supporter, you can find us at patreon.com/thesidebarcantina. Thank you again to all of our listeners and supporters. You are the reason why we do this.
See, kids, just $400 a month, and you too can get on the Sidebar Cantina.
Yes. Yes, you can. Absolutely.
No price is
No, there is
no shame.
No price is too high.
Right.
no price is too high. We will give you all of the things
Yes.
for that amount of money.
And what will Red 5 give us?
Red 5
Herpes.
Look,
Oh, wow. Who have you been hanging out with from Red
It's the
5?
gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
The whole year. My left eye's like so. This is the sidebar. This is gonna be that kind of show, people. Yes. Like the allergies are so fucking bad right now. Like,
Is it like your left eye is watering like constantly?
Like
that happens to me sometimes, and I don't get allergies.
It's like glued shut half the time, and then when it's fucking not glued shut, it just wants to water all the time. So it's like, I don't know.
You gonna make it?
I'm supposed to live in Antarctica, I guess. I don't know.
All right, fair enough.
Anyway, Red 5. We have most of the Red 5, I think, in our chat.
Yeah, we're
right
like
now.
90% of Red 5, like here on this show right now.
Yeah.
So between here and the chat,
Yes.
we're covered.
Thanks to everyone that's in the chat from the Red 5. And the Red 5 network has expanded into the gaming world. What are video games? I have no time
It's
anymore.
this thing we used to do when we were kids, but
Poor
don't have time
Dave,
for.
you don't have time for video games, buddy.
It's the worst ever.
That's
the worst
fucking
ever.
awful.
Feel bad for me, everyone.
No,
I actually
I
do want to start streaming something on there. So, Lunar Girl, hit me up with the how I start streaming on the Red 5 thing.
Level up
How
with
I
Red
stream your
5 as
mother.
this new venture continues to grow into what will be daily streams of console, PC, mobile, and tabletop games, a weekly gaming news pod, and sessions from your favorite Red 5 podcasters like us, or at least like Jason, because I don't have time. Anyway, please help by subscribing to Red 5 Gaming. Head to bio.link/Red5Gaming. That's
I really
bio.link
think-
slash Red the number 5 Gaming.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I really think that somebody needs to start a Red 5 D&D game and do it across StreamYard where everybody just takes their turn in front of everybody. And I think
That
would
actually
be
sounds
fun.
fun.
I would be so into that. That would be fucking cool.
It would be top-notch fuckery.
Yeah.
That would be.
All right, so before we get into the
hot
anniversary,
fuckery?
That's
the
that's
anniversary
double
talk and
fuckery right
everything,
there.
I'm already gonna fuck up with the notes that I sent you guys. Why don't you guys, you three escape potters, kind of introduce yourself to anybody who may not know who you are? Though everybody who listens to us should have some knowledge of who the fuck you are. But just in case, why don't you enlighten us?
Well, like Jason said, we're the Escape Pod. We are a pop culture podcast that pride ourselves on being a place where friends gather. We talk about whatever is happening nerdy in the nerdiverse, I guess. Next week, we talk about the new Doctor Strange movie. This week, we're talking about Star Wars: A New Hope.
Nice.
Like that's the kind of variable flavor you're going to get from me, Don Della Snooch, Brady Big Lovin', and Dragon Buddy with 2 D's.
Hell yeah, because double
Double the D.
Double the D.
Whoa.
Triple the
Dragon Buddy's got
shenanigans.
Double.
Ds.
It's like a double, yeah.
It's nice.
You guys have anything you want to add to that?
Do you have anything to add?
I think that fucking silently
covers
sounds
it.
like a few weeks ago we did the Big Lebowski.
No,
like that we did fucking 420 stoner movies on
Right.
420 because our show just happened to fall on that. We're like, let's fucking do it. Nobody's doing it. We're doing it.
Chris,
And you
tell
happen to fall
everybody,
on May the 4th this week.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Tell everybody where they can find our stuff.
You can find all of our stuff at bio.link/ATSW the Escape Pod.
Hell
See?
yeah.
He's my guy.
you
He
go.
knows the things.
And that's all
Yes.
you have to say. Like,
And
we
he's
don't
got
have to
he's
plug
got he's got a good radio voice.
Try.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It'd be
It
good.
was
He
born
makes
with
it difficult when we're doing those masturbation races.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
because he
just
starts
too deep.
talking. You're like, dude, I lost my Oh my god!
And
Say
Brady's
that
coming
again.
into the finish line.
Stop it, Chris.
And now he's not.
So, Jason, you remember like when we'd be flying, coming like from on the Pacific, we'd be coming in, either talking to San Francisco, or departing from Conus, like departing San Francisco, and talking to that HF controller.
Yeah.
That with that fucking super deep, like sexy voice.
Yeah, the female.
Yeah, oh my, holy shit!
Yeah.
Like just you want to
Yes.
talk. You want to talk about the sultriest, like sexiest voice. she's probably like Jabba the Hutt
Hideous.
awful. But holy shit, Lan, when you were getting ready to do HF checks, like high frequency radio checks, as you were departing, holy shit, you just were like, yeah.
She's gonna message you on social media and be like, "I listened to the show. I am not Jabba the Hutt." She's gonna send you a headshot that's gonna make you finish.
I just want the record to show that Jason did not say anything about her being Jabba the Hutt. So.
Yeah, but you meant it.
It was inferred.
Listen, regardless of any of that, we all of us, especially the radio operators, appreciated the sultry tones of her voice.
Of Jabba the Hutt.
How did we get to this topic?
Jabba the radio operator.
Dragon Buddy's voice.
Oh, of course. Naturally.
You're
It got
welcome.
us there to
I'll
completion.
get you there.
Oh my God.
Operator, please say that again in Huttese.
We're still in the intro.
Can you get to the notes, please?
I'm trying.
Follow your goddamn script,
All right.
Jason.
So before we get into anything else, let's put a certain topic to bed that's been discussed between the two of our shows, and that's the discussion of the shower beers. Started on our show with an offhand conversation with Dave. I heard you guys talking about it the next week. Lunar Girl did us a favor, and she put up a couple of polls on Twitter and Instagram.
The
And
what
as
now?
What?
A couple of what now?
polls.
Oh.
She put up a couple of polls.
Well,
on
good.
Instagram
If I
and
gotta-
Twitter.
I got to put a flag up. I'll.
Did I hear cat meow?
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard too.
I swear
yeah.
I heard it
They
too.
were, yeah.
Oh,
There's,
God.
my
don't know
daughter's cat is here for the week, and yeah, they're playing.
Well, if they wander into frame, we need to see said cat. I mean, it just has to happen.
Yeah.
Well, that was outside the door. The door is shut.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
So
Lucky me.
Twitter appears to love shower beers. 53% of Twitter respondents said they had heard of shower beers. 33% they had never heard of them, and 14% they enjoy having them.
Right.
Jason, did
So-
you vote more than once?
I didn't vote at all because it's Twitter and fuck Twitter. But then over on Instagram was a different story. 50% had never heard of them, 25% heard of them, and then 25% enjoyed drinking them. So we actually have no fucking...
To be fair, 87% of the people that are on Instagram are under 14.
Okay, I got you though, buddy. We created our own poll on our
Okay.
Facebook
hear
and
it.
help the Sidebar Cantina shower beers ? 6 votes for yes, dude. 1 vote for Jason showers alone and thirsty, and no votes for heard of them, but no thanks.
Wow.
There you
okay.
go.
Yeah.
So,
Shower
for
beers.
the win.
shower beers, dude. Have you not tried it still?
No.
Are you
I can't
gonna
drink
give it a
anything right
You
shot?
now,
had all this
unfortunately.
time.
When the day comes where I can consume alcohol again, I will definitely
Just
try a shower beer just to put this whole thing to rest.
Get in the shower, open a beer, start punching yourself in the liver like Kylo Ren, and man up.
And do it with one of your fancy fucking Oktoberfests. Like fucking really treat
you
yourself on this one, dude.
All right.
Of the year.
All right. So come October, we'll give that a shot.
Yes.
But
I
anyway,
hope I
just
come
wanted to put
before
that to-
October.
To fucking bed already. Oh my God.
Shower beers.
So 5-year anniversary
Yes.
for us.
Yes.
I
We are-
can't. When I think it was you that brought it up like a week or two ago, I'm like, is it really been fucking 5 years already?
Yeah. It's bonkers to think. I remember the pre-show idea stream when we went down to fucking Iron Hill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Iron Hill.
Yeah.
And we're like,
We brought notepads. and
we're jotting down on fucking ideas and shit. I had those notes originally somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And just like the ideas for the fucking show, and to think of where we started with, all right, we're gonna tape like 2 episodes a week so that we could distribute them weekly and not necessarily have to tape every week because of how monotonous it would be.
Yeah.
And then come to find out that it was way better to fucking record every week because it was smoother. It just made everything better. Like, and then when you skipped weeks, it felt like there was this hole.
Well, yeah, and also like you're not in your you're not in your groove either. So and I'm sure you guys have noticed it before. If you take a week off of the show, when you first start back that next week or whatever, it takes a little while to get back into your flow a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
So, we would always have that in the beginning, but then, we decided to go weekly. And this way we're not having to cram 2 episodes worth of research over the course of a week.
That and the fact that when we were doing 2 episodes, like we would start drinking, and then by the second episode, those were probably some fucking hilarious shows, but it was probably barely intelligible.
Oh yeah,
as far as like legitimate Star Wars content.
Did I tell you guys that I listened to a show called the Geek Show podcast? They're out of like Salt Lake.
Yeah, you told when they were on our 100th episode.
So those cats, when it's not like pandemic precaution, they do 3 shows at a
wow,
time.
So you're just gonna tell the story all over again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
well, it's good because I don't remember, so
So
this is
by-
all new to me.
Oh wow.
By the time they get to the 3rd show, they're all blitzed. They're all fucking wrecked.
They're drinking the whole fucking time.
They're all, so they have like a phenomenon they refer to as 3rd shows, which is when everything's just loose as all get out.
Oh man, fucking
we
crazy.
should do like an ATSW family day where it's just like all the ATSW fucking shows, podcasting all day, guesting on each other's shows, and everybody just drinking all day.
All fucking day.
Oh my God.
And honestly, for those that maybe the whole ATSW thing, like we're part of the Red 5 network, and we got a lot of Red 5 family happenings in here in the chat, but the ATSW that the Escape Pod still adorns, that's how we started. We started as the All Things Star Wars podcast, and that's the ATSW, logos, and that's how we were branded for a long time, up until I think it was during the pandemic, right, when we decided that, hey, let's branch into some other stuff and start doing the Gen X POV podcast. And after how long did we do that for?
A couple months, maybe 3 or 4 months.
Technically, you're still doing it.
Yeah, I mean, long enough for me
Right,
to buy a fucking T-shirt.
Yeah, I got one too.
So did I.
Well, we just had to find ourselves, and that's we've been evolving this whole time over these 5 years, and that's
Yeah.
and I think
The
that's fine.
sidebar canteen is the spot.
Yeah. I think that's like one of the things. I think the generation of the Sidebar Cantina was something. The ATSW podcast on Facebook, we just basically created this Facebook group for the degenerates to hang out in and to be able to pass back and forth, no funny memes and shit like that. And it kind of grew into this community that kind of spawned what we have with Don and Brady and
then these 2 guys drove up to New Jersey to hang out for our 100th episode.
These fucking insane
That's
people.
down, motherfucker. You guys are Southeast.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess it would be over for Dragon Buddy, right? You're pretty much on the same fucking
Over, maybe a little
latitude.
south.
Yeah,
but
you're south.
Yeah, over.
But yeah, so that's like the Sidebar Cantina was where all the fun was for the podcast, and that let's make that our full-time persona, for whatever we wanted to talk about. So that's kind of how we got to where we are now, and I think I like it. And plus, there's no issues with having Star Wars in our title because we're not branding anything with Star Wars. So
Right.
There's no trademark issues.
Well, and that's
Right.
that's where we first started to realize that we might have to eventually change the name of the show.
Right.
When we went to go make T-shirts that said All Things Star Wars, and they're like, "Yeah, we're not going to make these because it has a trademark name on it." We're like, "Fuck."
yeah.
Didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah, that's why it's shortened to ATSW, and then yada 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 yada. So yeah, there's whipping and stirring happening.
Oh yeah, and that's
Oh.
you want to talk about personal highlights. That's the shit that I love the most about doing this show for the last 5 years is these recurring things, like especially stuff that only the insiders know, with the carrots and the potatoes and the fucking stir whip and
Stir. There it is.
yeah,
Right there.
it's kind of hard to see the.
I had so much fun making that stupid spoon that I picked up at like a dollar store. Like it was the idea, not the see.
Yeah. But again, just like how things sort of came to be as far as like regular bits on the show and the whole thing like fucking with Dave about the holiday special and the stir whip and just that's been the most enjoyable part about all of this for me. Or just like the simple stuff like we were just talking about 94. How that started off as just like a simple Obi-Wan quote that we just kind of like took to the next level and then we slowed it down and we 94.
Which I didn't realize how slow we made that until you got the drop on.
Yeah. So much different. But yeah, I mean that's some of the personal highlights for me. Is there anything specifically you wanted to talk about?
Shit. Nah, I mean, no, not really. That it's
outside of the party we had for the 100th episode, obviously, when we had a couple of the escape pod guys come hang out.
It's, you chase that high I guess the entire time. The thing that's bonkers for me is like, all right, 5 years, it feels like it was too easy, I guess, because I don't know, 5 years went by so quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, is it hard to do something like this for 5 years? I mean, we're doing it, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem hard. Like we
That's
do.
what she said.
Oh, so small.
So smooth.
But I mean, like the way that we, we do this thing that we do. It doesn't seem like it's that hard. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking about the actual production.
No,
of the
I know
show
what you
or
mean. It's like
anything
it hasn't become like a chore.
Yeah.
Like, that you don't like think, I have to do the podcast or anything like that. It's just part of our lives.
Yeah,
and
I listed off as like, okay, I work on Monday nights, like for the podcast. That way I know, like when, people want to do other stuff like with Lodge or whatever else. So like, no, I have the podcast. That's work. That's an obligation.
Yep.
So,
but a good one.
But a good one.
Not one that you like dread. You're
No.
not looking forward to or anything.
No,
like
No,
that.
you get to do the show.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I get way more out of this than I put into it, I guess. I come here very low. Like most of the time I work so hard over the weekends and I'm like, you cram so much shit into the 48 hours that you have off on the weekend that on Monday morning, I'm just a fucking zombie and I have no energy.
They have time off on the weekend.
Well, yeah, look, I am a government employee. But, to show up here a lot of times, like, my energy comes back and it's just something I really look forward to. And five years went by fucking quick, man. Yeah. And, like, is this hard for other people to pull off? Like, to do it this long?
I don't know.
Mean, like, how long is too long? Like, you guys all managed to fucking hang around for this long, right? I mean, the Escape Pod guys, you've been around for most of this ride.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
4 years anyway.
I've been around since like episode 3, I think.
Wow.
Fucking, like, why?
Well, for me, there was the Star Wars thing was the first thing I was looking for me personally. And then the veteran thing happened. And then you were Air Force guys on top of that. So I was like, all right, I'm fucking, and then you would go off on these Air Force. I mean, they could be like talking technical about your job or talking about a party scenario while you were in the Air Force.
Oh, yeah.
And I missed it so much and I still miss it that like hearing those stories is like, this is fucking great. Like I was so fucking in for that. Like, so it kept going. And then you do what we do where you want to get involved with when you guys started involving a chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were before the chat, you were engaging on like Instagram because I remember I called you out, Jason, because you made a comment about me with, you thought I was an Apple hater. And I posted on Instagram a picture with all my Apple devices.
Okay,
And
I
you
do
gave-
vaguely remember that.
And then before you posted a show, and this was before you guys went live, you
Right.
posted a show, and before that show, you gave an apology to me.
Oh, I do remember
And you were like,
that.
I don't do this thing. I don't. You asked my wife. I don't fucking do this. Blah 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 blah.
He's
And
referring
like
to
when you
apologizing.
did when
Yeah.
you did that, I was like, I'm fucking in, dude.
Yeah, yeah, and honestly, like the well, I don't know. I think one of the easiest things about this is like Jason and I we've talked about this. Not to dwell on the whole 5-year thing because we have a lot of show to talk about, but and we have our fucking guests to bring into this. But I think a big part of what this matured into was like everyone else, the chat and interacting with everybody.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we're not like great at involving other people into the show. Hence why we don't do guests all the time, because us riffing with each other is like what we're good at. Mm-hmm. And we've been doing it for 5 years. But like all this stuff with getting into the chat and having our little all the sidebars and all these other things that can happen have been so fucking gratifying.
Yeah.
And
they've kept it fresh. They've
Yeah.
helped to really keep this fresh.
Yeah.
Because if we were only doing just the audio with no interaction with anybody, yeah, it might have gotten stale after a while.
yeah,
But
yeah, you guys like it's immediate feedback.
yeah.
Right. It's what. Like we know some stuff is going to be boring for some people, and we know that if we're going to talk about something that Bronco Fett doesn't like, he's gonna log off after we talk about our weeks, and that's fine as long as you like, subscribe, give us the download, all that other good shit.
And I can't shortchange Lunar Girl either for really opening us up to the social media and that interaction she brings to the show.
Oh, yeah, God.
And
Listen, if it wasn't for Lunar Girl, like right now, I'm telling you right now, all this Red 5 stuff, 90% of the people that are in the chat right now would not be there if Lunar Girl wasn't involved in this.
Like
Yeah.
Luna Girl 100%, like she helps us out on shit like that, and she'll fucking like apologize to us, and we're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you apologizing
Right.
for?
She
Like
did
you're
it
doing
earlier
us a
today.
fucking
We're like,
favor.
Yeah. This is
Like we never asked you to do what you're fucking apologizing for. It's like if you do that, like I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that's fucking. Hey, did you see that she did? And he's like, oh yeah, that's fucking cool. But like, I'm like, dude, did you not see that she ain't fucking done shit?
Yeah,
Like-
that's never happened.
Never.
Yeah. Dragon Buddy runs a tight ship over there, so
Yeah.
obviously that's what's happening.
Yeah.
He's in the background going like, I can't believe you did that.
I am the
Like,
king of this castle when she's not around.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and on that note, to kind of like just close up this whole 5-year thing, a lot of credit to both of our wives as well for allowing us to do this every single Monday. Because at any point, either one of them could have been like, all right, that's enough of that shit. I need you at home doing this, so fucking stop with that already. But
Speaking of which, I don't know if it was wife or wives, but we got the goodie bags for the 100th
Oh, yeah.
episode. Like, touche. Like that was fucking choice.
That was
And
Christian, right?
I was like telling my wife and kids, like, this is shit you can only get in Pennsylvania and shit. They don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was Kristen and went out and bought us.
They don't remember.
Yeah.
It's okay.
it
She
might
got
have
us
both.
all kinds of local swag.
Goodies and shit. It was
That-
fucking delicious.
My wife does stuff like that, and I think Kristen does as well. So I'm willing to bet that they both probably had some part.
Oh,
in that.
maybe. Actually, you know what? That doesn't. It rings a bell. Maybe they went shopping together.
I don't know, but
Potentially.
you guys look like fucking fools,
Fucking
especially
fine.
Jason.
all right, so this started off great, like giving a lot of credit to our wives, and all of a sudden we look like fucking assholes.
That was like-
we're gonna move on from this.
That was
5-year
like
discussion, I think.
150 episodes ago, wasn't it?
Something like that. All right,
Almost.
real quick. Speaking of some other friends of the show, our good friend Big Swede from Swede Studios and all of his many Swede adventures,
Yes.
as you guys talk about every week on the show,
Sweding.
sent me a tiny bag, something just small.
So small.
And what he sent me were these Swede Studios guitar picks.
Nice.
Yes, dude.
And if
I want mine.
you look,
Yes.
it's kind of hard.
Oh,
to read
what
it,
the
but
fuck? Dragon Buddy has one?
He's got the peace is a lie. There is only passion, and the Sith emblem on the back. It's kind of hard to see it on the camera here, but
Man.
yeah, he sent me a
fucking
handful
hurt.
of these guitar picks. These are fucking
You don't
awesome.
play.
I don't want. I want to display one.
Yeah, I don't play either,
Alright.
but
They're fucking cool. Dragon Buddy, do you play?
Look at the
he's
picture.
got to fucking look behind him.
All right.
There's a
I didn't
base right
see
there.
it. I didn't see it. Fuck you guys.
Is it a rebel base?
I need a
But-
Snickers.
But at the same time, Lunar Girl has been friends with Swedes since they were wee little ones.
That's true. I'm a
haven't
little
yet.
hurt. I liked your picture on fucking Instagram, sweet. You dick. I can't get a pic. Yeah, slow that down. Rewind it. Let's go.
So thank you to Sweet
Where is-
Studios for the guitar
I
picks.
got to text Nick. He's probably still working. 'Cause He's on.
Sweet's like, hey, what the fuck, man?
he works in a different time zone.
So now we've had Dawn and Brady on the show before, especially when you guys came on for the 100th episode. And when we have guests on, we like to ask them questions. Now, since Dragon Buddy is a fairly recent addition to the Escape Pod crew, he has not been subject to our usual string of questions. So, Chris, if you'll indulge me, I had a few questions for you as a guest on the show.
Gotcha.
Are you ready?
No, but go for
Okay,
it.
first question. Marry, fuck, or kill Padme, Leia, and Rey. The Padme specifically from episode 2.
Ooh, okay. Marry Leia, fuck Padme,
And kill Rey?
kill Rey.
Wow,
He's a
okay.
Palpatine.
All right. I think actually I think that's exactly what I picked too. So,
I don't even remember.
yeah. So, we will accept that answer. All right.
All right.
Question 2. Is pimping easy?
Pimpin' ain't easy.
All right, that is correct. And last question. Who's the man?
Who's the man? The man. Well, let's see. He's probably in detention.
I know what he's.
That's
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is Jason Roscom. That is
Oh.
the correct answer.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Anyone could have gotten that one wrong. Everyone could have gotten that one wrong.
He was
I'm the
referencing
man.
Anthrax song.
yes. I'm familiar.
I should be in detention.
Shut up.
All right. Well, thank you. Just had to get those questions out
Thanks
there.
for playing.
Didn't you have drops? set
I
up?
tried. It was a whole thing.
You are a wanker.
Wanker.
No
this
respect.
thing
No respect for
slides.
everything I do for the show.
Well, I watched you do all those things. I'm like, wow, he's gonna have drops and it's gonna be great. And then no,
Did you guys get new headphones?
nah.
We've had them for a while. We're just only now using them
yeah, with the
with
new
the new mixer.
yeah.
Those look
Why?
authoritative.
We're kind of a big deal, so
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
are.
5 years,
that.
man.
5 fucking years.
5 years, 2 nice
Look at
heads.
all that solid chrome plating. Fuck.
Yeah.
it's good shit, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the reason why we're all here together today is because we've got
Marriage.
a new
Marriage.
series coming out on Disney Plus very soon, the end of this month. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series is finally dropping on us.
Yes.
On
Hell
what
yeah.
May 27th now? Is that right?
27th.
8, 7, 64,
Yep.
something like that.
Okay.
64th. May 64th. Fuck.
94.
I missed it.
94. So, yeah. So initially, I think we had talked about like let's talk just Kenobi theories and expectations and all that. And then
I'm
it
pretty
kinda-
sure that's what we told Lunar Girl, and she advertised.
I didn't
it
tell
that
her
way.
anything.
So thank you, Lunar Girl, for all the advertising. We are going to talk about that right now. That's what we're going to talk about.
And then we're going to talk about some other Star Wars on Disney Plus.
Yes.
And
And we're going to talk about other random shit because that's what we do.
indeed
Yeah.
it is.
Fuck
so
yeah. I'm
let's
excited.
recap because I don't recall what your guys' thoughts were on the Book of Boba Fett. So Brady, what were your thoughts on
we
Book
go
of
with
Boba
me.
Fett? Yeah, Book of Boba Fett season 1. What'd you think overall? We're talking overall as a season.
Yeah, overall as a season, going into Boba Fett, never was a Boba Fett guy.
Okay.
I am a Mandalorian guy. Like, to get into the like even during Rebels, never really was about the whole Mandalorian thing. It wasn't a thing for me. And I say specifically Rebels because I didn't watch Clone Wars when it came out. I watched Rebels when it came out. So
Holy fuck. Did you
What
guys
the
hear
fuck
that?
was that?
No.
Oh, well, then it was just us.
Somebody didn't
Okay.
mute their Bluetooth.
No,
But-
that was in the laptop.
Wow. That
It
was,
was in the laptop?
Yeah.
a gremlin.
Like in the computer?
Wow.
It was like a notification, and it was so loud.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it's okay. Anyhow, like I was saying, I never was in to Boba Fett.
Shit
that was
usually
just-
happens to me.
Yeah, never been my jam. So I had no expectation. I had no following of Boba Fett in Legends. So I didn't have an expectation for Boba Fett. I just was hoping to enjoy the show.
Okay. Did you enjoy the show?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Now, did I enjoy every little bit that they gave me? No. But I enjoyed the show.
All
I
right.
would rather have it than had not received it.
That's what she said.
Probably. I mean, it was
Okay.
messy. So I was
Well,
sweaty.
Chris and Don, any additional thoughts on Book of Boba Fett season 1? And basically, like, do you want to see a season 2?
Oh, I didn't get that fucking question.
Yeah, but you didn't. I mean, your beard was in lots of words.
I'm with Brady on this. I enjoyed it. I was entertained. However, it did suffer some lack of direction with the writing, and some complete misses. Vespa's included. But overall, I enjoyed it. I'd take a season 2.
I don't know if I've ever said this on our show or not. I would have never had a problem with the fucking Vespas if they were fucking dirty.
Yeah, they were awfully clean for
If
something
they
on
were
Tatooine.
if they were fucking dirty, and I'm not even saying like no rust. I just mean like dust covering them. Like I would not have had a fucking problem.
You got a
with that
problem with
at
the
all.
KitchenAid Vespas, huh?
They
Yeah.
were too fucking clean. That was my problem with them.
They never formed Voltron. That's what pissed me off.
They did the flying V, so I was okay with it.
Close enough.
Form
Listen.
arms and torso, and I'll form the head.
Listen, and your Mighty Ducks reference is lost on this crowd.
It's okay. You got it.
I look.
Say your
Anyway.
piece, man. That's why we're here.
No.
Yeah, let's get critical, Dave. Go ahead.
Come on, buddy.
No, so the Vespa stuff specifically, I agree with you. There was no need for the coloring, the lack of dirt. Like they had an idea, and it was probably, I can see it because I'm watching it happen. Like every day in the Air Force, there's one of these things, right? There's this fucking idea, right? Like, hey, this was a good idea, and let's take this idea that it might be a good idea, maybe not. Kind of, then it turns into a turd, and it was like, well, shit, we already have this turd. Now we have to shine it up. So then they have this really super shiny turd that now we're going to produce it and move it forward. So then that's what you have. You have shiny turd Vespas on this thing.
Because you don't want to piss away $3.5 billion of R&D.
Yeah,
What-
I wish we didn't get a fucking Vespa bike gang. Like, I wish we got like a swoop bike
Swoop
gang.
bikes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like something
like
that
you-
we were familiar with.
Like you already had. Like
Yeah.
you already had earlier in the.
Yep.
Well, and that's the thing that I don't even blame Disney for this so much. I think like whenever these new shows get a new creative team, they all want to make their mark, right? They all want to make something new. That's like, I created the Power Rangers on Book of Boba Fett.
Right.
So that's my thing. So that's why we're always seeing new fucking races, new vehicles, all this, because everybody wants to, make their own thing, make their mark. And I guess I would probably do the same thing if I
I
was.
just think like Robert Rodriguez like had an idea, but it just didn't fucking translate.
Yeah.
Like
Or-
he's like look at it, and everybody's like, yeah, don't
It's
tell
so
him no.
veiny.
We can't fucking tell him no.
So
like
veiny.
yeah. That right, like it looks like a lighthouse. What the fuck?
Why does it keep going? "Rrr"?
So
I don't. So it really makes you wonder. Like, do they have test audiences that they put this out with?
I don't think
Probably
they do.
not.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they're
For
so
spoilers and
deathly
everything?
afraid of spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have basically an echo chamber that they're fucking they're watching this in. Like, yeah, that's a good idea. These people that approve the storyboard and everything else. Yeah. Then once it's out there, it's fucking out there. Like, oh shit. Well, we just.
But at the same time, everything has its swing and its misses, right?
Yeah,
like
no
like
doubt.
7th season of fucking Clone Wars, the fucking the Mendoza sisters or whatever the fuck, whoever they were.
Mendoza sisters?
Oh, those
Well,
fucking,
I don't
the
remember who
lesbian
the fuck-
sisters.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
Fucking Ahsoka was
Like-
Were they Mendoza?
shacking up.
I
with
don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck.
Mendoza, I believe was the name of them.
I don't know.
It's
I'm
pretty close.
reaching. It's something
the same
like
as
that.
the people that murdered their parents.
No, that's the Menendez.
Yeah, that's Menendez.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
you know
like,
the fucking,
like a swing and a miss. Like not everything's gonna be fucking gold.
Martez.
We were
Oh,
close.
Thank you.
Because
everybody.
Martinez is what was happening in my head, and I knew that was wrong.
Martinez, Mendoza, Menendez. Man, I butchered somebody's name today, and it's supposed to be like I can't even say what it's supposed to be, but I've settled on ceviche. It's not even close, by the way. Like, it's something Polish, but I can't do it. So ceviche came out.
What?
And that's so we're going.
Okay.
That's your fucking phone.
Did you hear that?
I did hear
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
That's weird. My phone's in silent mode. The Bluetooth option is off, and it still was running through the sound system.
No!
You guys got to get your shit together. So it sounds to me like the Escape Pod
Fuck
crew.
you, Jason.
You're all in favor of a season 2 of Book of Boba Fett. Is that what I'm led to believe?
We'll give it a second go.
All right. I kind of hope they don't. I just hope that Boba gets back with Mando and just like continues on through the Mandalorian season.
And they fuck.
And I don't think we'll actually get a second season. I think it's over.
No,
That
yeah, I
was
think
part of the
it's done.
storyline. It's going to go into the Mandoverse. He'll show up somewhere else. Fennec will show up somewhere else, but it won't be their own ship that they're running on another season on.
I'm gonna say, and I hate to be this guy, but I think there was so much negativity about the Book of Boba Fett. Like, they're just gonna shoot themselves in the foot. If it's not like overly positive, Disney seems to be like, I'm fucking scared. We're not doing anything.
Yeah,
like
I don't
Solo,
know, like-
Solo didn't do well, so they're like, fucking shut it all fucking down. We're not making any more fucking movies. Fuck this. Oh, let's do this. Oh, Mandalorian did really well, so let's try this. And then
They're just
Book
like
of Boba Fett-
overcorrecting in each direction.
Yes.
yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like, in my opinion.
So what I want to what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. I want to
Masturbate.
No, not with this group.
Right now,
No races today?
No, we're not racing. God, you should have seen the pre-show was fucking gold. It was absolutely gold, and you all missed it.
Yeah.
No, Brady said something in the beginning that I think is poignant. It's there was Star Wars. Like the fact that there was Star Wars, that sounds really good. By the way,
What?
the bourbon pour that you just made, the whiskey pour.
It's not good bourbon. It's Bullet.
Oh, it's Bullet. What?
It's-
get it.
They're drinking the cheap shit when they're on with us.
Yeah.
I-
Look. If I could,
I'm
if there was a
drinking the
way,
same
if
shit.
it wasn't illegal, if it wasn't illegal to send fucking alcohol across state lines, then
Yeah.
That's illegal.
I just finished
Whoops.
my last bottle of Woodson bourbon, which is pretty good.
Okay.
You know, it's
Woodson.
like Charles Woodson's signature bourbon. It's very
Football
good.
player?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chuck Woods,
Wow.
buddy. Your friend and mine.
But it's gone. So now
You know
I've
why,
receded to the Bullet.
Do you know why why that's relevant to them, Jason?
No, he
Did he
doesn't.
go to Michigan?
Oh my God, he does.
What else did he do, Jason?
Christ on sale.
He played for the Raiders.
God's teeth.
So, it couldn't.
It's a double whammy.
yeah,
for
it's a
him.
double for this table.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like,
dude, you can get a bottle of
Full
Grand
rocket
Larceny
ship
for fucking
underneath the table.
$25. Don't buy Bullet.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. I do drink Larceny a lot.
the point is that there was Star Wars, right? So the Book of Boba Fett or whatever, what we kind of led with was the fact that there's Star Wars content to talk about, right?
Yeah.
5 years into a show we started primarily talking just about Star Wars. We didn't stop talking about Star Wars every week because there was no Star Wars to talk about. We stopped talking, much to people's chagrins. We had a whole fucking summer of legends.
No, you didn't. You had a week of legends.
Wait, well,
It was like a month.
Was it?
Week of legends.
Was it though? Was it though, Jason?
Look, we had
Ish.
don't even get me. We had plenty of material. It was a pivot.
Well, and we got COVID in the middle of it too. Let's not forget that.
COVID changed our entire perspective about things. Like it changed our life perspective and everything else. Go back
As
and
it
listen to
should
those
have.
shows.
Yeah.
It was like getting the stupid fucking COVID was just like, huh. So let's talk about different shit.
Yeah.
You know, and rather than just going through the motions of going through the Legends material, let's focus on Star Wars that's current and relevant, and then talk about other shit too.
No, which
We're
is
doing.
fan-fucking-tastic. Like,
So,
I'm glad
anyway.
you made, like, as much as I think I was the main one who was like, don't fucking do it. I'll listen, but don't do it. Like,
Yeah.
but you guys did it, and I'm still like, yeah, I fucking love these guys. So it's all good.
Well, we appreciate it. So the whole point of me asking you guys about Book of Boba Fett was to kind of lead into what's coming now. on
Wait a
Disney
minute.
Plus
I did
for
not
Star
tell you
Wars.
what I thought of Book of Boba Fett yet.
You're taking too long. You better hurry it up. Come on, quick.
The fuck?
He's a dick.
Come on. I got a shitload of more notes, and we're still like on bullet one.
So here's how I felt
Still
about
late
Book of
out,
Boba Fett.
All right, what you got?
The first 2 episodes were all sand. Could have
I
been
like sand.
told that
rough.
that whole first hour and 10 minutes could have just been exposition sitting around a fire with Fennec Shand. There was no reason to do that. The vehicle of having flashbacks out of the back to tank, don't do that.
Although, hold on. The whole flashbacks in the back to tank was a great setup for when fucking Black Kyrgyzstan pulled him out of the fucking back to tank. So
Yes,
I
yes.
felt like that was kind of like a 3-episode setup for that one moment, which was awesome, but still. Otherwise, I get it.
So and still you don't reach in and choke somebody, you just kill them. It was a setup for a thing that wouldn't have happened.
Right.
You're an assassin, you don't do it like the manual way. Come on.
Hey, he's a Wookiee. He likes it old school.
I'm still trying to figure out where we provoked Scarif Scuttlebutt, or where we provoked Ro to.
We always lick Fennec.
Yes,
Fennec.
it's a thing
We
you do.
always lick Fennec.
It's a Red 5 thing.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
Very good.
Are you
But-
telling me you wouldn't lick Fennec? Come on.
I mean,
Well, I mean, based on that look that Fennec gave the one girl, I think Fennec's doing the licking, but that's a whole other
Yes.
story.
Now the back half of
just
that
lied.
season of that show I enjoyed tremendously, except for the Voltron Vespas. But other than that, that was a minor complaint. Oh, and the comedian Major Domo, didn't like that at all.
Oh, yeah, I hated that fucking guy.
That was not a Star Wars
I had
character.
no problem with that character.
the American.
I
Yes.
thought he was set up to be kind of a douchebag, and I thought he served his purpose as a douchebag.
Which is fine. The delivery was not Star Wars.
Yeah, and they
I
should
don't-
have fucking. They should have.
I disagree.
They should have killed him. They should have killed him when he went out there to fucking negotiate. Air
Yeah.
quote. They should have fucking just gutted him.
Murked
they
him.
They should have spilled his fucking intestines out right onto the fucking ground. That would have been fucking perfect.
I would have had no problem with that. It didn't happen. So when we got the fucking line with old curly locks, and she was like, "Get behind me, handsome," I thought it paid off. I enjoyed the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with all that. The way he talked, it was an aesthetic choice that a actor and director probably decided on, and
The
I
way
didn't like
I
it.
interpreted that dude, he was always talking down to people.
Right,
like,
but he
he
didn't
didn't-
do it in a traditionally Star Wars fashion. There's established canon that would be like, this is what that looks like, and they went like way around and just made him like a New Jersey prick.
I guess I disagree with that, but that's your opinion.
All right. So let's move away from Book of Boba Fett.
I was born in Philly, so I don't know.
So we've got Obi-Wan.
It doesn't
up.
feel like me.
We've got Obi-Wan coming up, and I think it's safe to say expectations are pretty high at this point. We've gotten the one trailer. Chris, Dragon Buddy, what were your thoughts on the Grand Inquisitor? Like his actual physical appearance? Because online there is all kinds of like, he doesn't look like the Grand Inquisitor and blah blah blah.
So
blah,
much
blah.
hate.
Yeah.
So much hate. I listen. Cartoons and anime, they're all exaggerated.
And that's
we've
a super
seen-
weird animation style anyway. It was a weird style.
I mean, did Count Dooku have that super long squished face? You know, like they portrayed as him in the Rebels, and it's a thing where I don't have a problem with how he looks. We're going to be realistic. The one issue that's there is that race of being has been brought in before, so you can't go too far away from that. So we'll see, and we really only got a couple clippets of it. We'll see what they've got for a final when we see him. But I don't think all the hate was necessary.
Maybe they all have different shaped heads. Like look at the way my forehead looks, and look at the way Jason's looks.
I mean, we're comparing apples to oranges here. You know, you've got a head of hair. I've got whatever's going on up here. It's not the same.
Apples and oranges. Like, we're talking like just the shapes and the round.
So
Like an orange on a toothpick.
yes.
Like Sputnik. Spherical but pointy in parts.
Kid, change the channel.
Heat pants. No.
So how much do we think we're really going to see the Grand Inquisitor in this?
I
Because
say-
it seems like they're focusing more on the new Inquisitor, whatever the hell her name is, Riva, I think.
I think you're going to see at least 2 episodes with that particular Inquisitor involved.
You think so?
But I think you're going to see the lower tier ones almost every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think honestly the crux of this whole series is going to be, I mean, yeah, it's titled Kenobi, but let's face it, this is going to be a lot about the Inquisitors, and it's going to be about this hunt.
Right. And that's the thing I was going to ask next was some rumors out there. Now, I know I typically like shy away from rumors and innuendo and all that, but one of the rumors says that this new Inquisitor Riva, I think is her name, right? That she's going to be like the main character of the series, and it's going to be kind of following her as she's hunting for Obi-Wan. And I was just curious what everybody's thoughts were on that, if they'd be okay with that, or if
That sounds like a really weird choice that I just don't think they wouldn't pay Ewan McGregor the kind of money they're paying Ewan McGregor to have him be an off-camera asset.
Yes, they would.
You think so?
This is Disney, man. Yes, they would. They 100% would. I think they would use him to fucking sell this thing like nobody's business.
Oh, and they
just
have
like
been.
they're using Hayden Christensen, because there's no way that he's on screen for more than fucking 5 minutes.
right.
I guarantee it. They have these names, and they're going to parade them out there to full effect.
I think that we're gonna get Vader in the same way we got him in the comic book run that had was that the Darth Vader comic book run, right? Where he was constantly talking to the Inquisitors.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
we're gonna get him like in that meeting scenario where they're like, hey, this is what's happening, and he's like, you know, you have to go fucking do blah blah blah. And that'll be the extent of what we get a Hayden Christensen in the suit. Like,
Yeah.
And then I like to pay attention to shit that like the most of you guys don't. I like to get on the YouTubes and learn about, you know, what's possibly happened, the secrets behind the scenes, blah blah blah. And I from what I'm hearing, like that's not happening.
Okay.
Like people were talking
think about
about that, but then people have been reassured, like, no, they're not doing the bait and switch. This isn't going to be all about this Inquisitor. It's still about Obi-Wan Kenobi. This Inquisitor plays its part probably more than the other Inquisitors, but this isn't about the Inquisitor. It's about
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Well, and because also, like, we know the fate of most of these other Inquisitors. We know how they all
Yeah.
end up fucking dying based on either the animated shows or the comics or whatever. We know how all of these fucking Inquisitors eventually bite the fucking bullet. So they kind of had to introduce a new one. If they were going to kill off another Inquisitor, like as part of a duel with Obi-Wan, then they had to introduce somebody new because we know who all the rest of these fucks are already.
And who knows if they didn't? Who knows if we're not going to see a couple more that they just so we get to see a lightsaber kill. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Me personally, I think that I don't think that they're going to eliminate like Kenobi from the Kenobi series. I just think it's going to be in parallel, right? You're going to have these scenes that you're seeing like with Kenobi kind of in hiding, where he's like in these bazaars, and the Inquisitors are kind of gotta move that out of the way. These Inquisitors are like, kind of trying to sniff people out. Like I think you'll have a lot of these tense moments where Obi-Wan's like tracking them, trying to find him, but I think the action sequences are really going to be happening with the Inquisitors and other Jedi potentials or anything else. Like seeing Ewan McGregor actually go and wield the lightsaber and have a lot of fights wouldn't make a lot of sense, because that would be him exposing himself potentially.
Right.
That's what she said. Exposing himself potentially to be found and thereby jeopardizing Luke.
Right.
And betraying his mission. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of Ewan McGregor and blue lightsaber fucking justice.
My understanding, though, his lightsaber shit is gonna pay off.
Yeah.
Like when you see it, you're gonna be like, yeah.
I see it.
Because
I'll believe it when I see it.
Because like I'm saying, because I pay attention to things that you don't pay attention to, so I agree with you wholeheartedly. He's not going to pull out his lightsaber. But he is, and when he does, it's going to be fucking awesome.
I hope so. I just hope.
And Dragon Buddy, you're a dirty pervert.
What did he do?
He gave me. I heard you when he pulls out his lightsaber. You're like, you little pervert.
Sorry, you said it. That's what he said.
All right, so we briefly talked about Hayden Christensen and him coming back. When they made the announcement for this series, fucking Kathleen Kennedy, she was talking about how he's coming back as Darth Vader, and we're going to get to see this epic rematch between Obi-Wan and Vader. Are they going to fuck up the canon? Are we going to actually see a new confrontation between these two, or is it going to be like a fucking vision, some sort of memory?
I got a
what do you
question.
guys think?
How do they fuck up the canon? How do they fuck up the canon?
When I left you, I was but the learner, but now I am the master.
Okay.
That
doesn't say, oh, we've never fought again since the last time that you have seen me on fucking TV, because that fucking happened before those fucking movies were made. So there could have been other fights within that, dude.
Yeah, they could have ran into each other.
When people say that, that's where I shoot the fucking holes in their story that they're trying to go with.
And to be honest, to be fair, if you look at the fighting style of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Clone Wars cartoon, and you match that up to the fighting style that Darth Vader has in A New Hope, fucking Obi-Wan would have fucked him up. His slow, cumbersome, sloppy.
Listen. All right.
So you're saying that they wouldn't have a confrontation in this show then?
I'm saying they're going to have a confrontation in the show.
They didn't have a confrontation. Obi-Wan stepped to him and let him kill him.
I want to hear what Dave says.
You can't possibly compare any of the fighting style that happened in A New Hope to anything that happened in Revenge of the Sith or the Clone Wars or any of that other stuff. I mean, it's not even not comparable at all. We can make all the excuses in the world as to why the fight sequence was the way it was for A New Hope, because that's what we're doing. We're providing an excuse for why this first movie had the fight scene that it did with Obi-Wan. Because if they knew that this was going to be, hey, you're going to have these epic fucking lightsaber battles, That was never the intention. The
Right.
intention was to have, all right, this is a classically trained fucking sword fighter against an old man who's barely defending himself.
Right.
That's the entirety of the fucking sequence.
Yeah.
So it's not even close. And even the fucking fight sequences in fucking Empire and in Jedi aren't as anywhere near as fucking complete. Ding. It's my time.
You're
up?
correct.
Right, it's time's up.
I can't believe that was my watch.
That was
Jesus
that
Christ.
was loud as shit, man.
Don, get your shit together already, man. Fuck.
Everything I got's making noise.
As easily distracted as I am. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, to say, yeah, I'm fucking completely derailed. No, I don't think that you can. I think after Mustafar and they go into hiding, that if Obi-Wan comes out of hiding to fight Vader at some point, how does he go back into hiding? And how do you massage that storyline to make it make sense?
Yeah.
Like, how do you do that? Like, yes, it's possible. Anything's fucking possible. I mean, you could write it and then make it happen. You can rationalize it any way you want. But what makes more sense? He went to fucking Tatooine to fucking protect Luke. Like, if he has to fucking fight Vader at some point, is he going to do it?
It can't be on Tatooine.
It can't be on Tatooine. Yeah.
No, it won't
That's
be
the
on
question. Are we gonna watch a show where Kenobi is on Tatooine babysitting Luke, or are we gonna watch a show where he has
God,
to
I wanna
leave
spoil so much fucking shit for you people.
Tatooine to handle some shit?
I shouldn't be a part of this discussion.
Yeah, no fucking spoilers. This is all about speculation.
Yeah,
And
man.
honestly,
I
like
can't speculate because I've heard things.
He can't be a speculum because he's not sure he's
well, then
been
just
in there.
keep your fucking pie hole shut while the rest of us, throw
But
out
the
our
one thing
conjecture
I'm
here.
gonna say to you, Jason, you brought up the fact, like you're talking about how there's nothing that definitively says that they have not fought since the last time we have seen them fight. I know, and you keep fucking like rolling your lips and rolling your eyes.
He's rolling his lips like Barney on The Simpsons.
like, what do you have to say to that? I'm just curious what you have to say to that because
It doesn't make sense. Like
Why
the
does it
way
not-
that they ended it, the way that Lucas ended it in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, where fucking Obi-Wan, cuts Anakin's limbs off, fucking leaves him to burn. That was the perfect moment because
I'll
at
bite
that
your
point,
toes off.
because at that point, Anakin was still the learner, right? He was still the fucking. At the end of
so
the
you
day,
can't
Obi-Wan
get your
took him to fucking
ass
school.
whooped. You can't get your ass whipped 2 or 3 more times.
I don't see it happening after that.
No, and honestly, like, think about it. Like, I've read all those comics and everything too, where none of those comics have alluded to Vader ever coming near Kenobi, like for that type of encounter.
Right, but
Like-
they're giving you a new story.
But why? I don't need that. Like, I mean, this is my opinion.
Yeah,
I
fair
don't-
enough.
I
I'm
don't-
not trying to shit on your opinion.
I don't need I don't need that to happen. I'm more comfortable with the fact that Obi-Wan takes out fucking Anakin, effectively killing Anakin in his own mind, which creates Darth Vader. So when he says to Luke that Anakin was dead, his father was dead, basically Vader killed him, whatever, tells that lie, but that's the last encounter. Like, this is okay. This is it. Like, and now he goes into hiding. He's communing with Qui-Gon and doing all these things. If we're just taking even the movies as the canon, like that's what we're going to have. Play the comics into it, and the comics haven't given me anything that would say that Vader is even close to sniffing out where Kenobi is.
Yeah.
So if at some point in this series, in this short, what are we talking about, 6 episodes?
yeah.
6 episodes of the series. If you're telling me that not only does Vader fucking find Kenobi, but they find each other long enough to have an encounter within the same life cycle span as Luke, between he's like probably 6 years old in the cutscene that we see.
Yeah.
He's
So
10,
so in 8 to 10 years,
Like
that's what we're going to see. I just don't, none of that timing to me makes any sense.
and then to me, like, let's say it does happen, and Vader does find out that Kenobi's still alive. They have this encounter, and Kenobi gets away again. Like, can you honestly believe Vader wouldn't be moving fucking heaven and earth to find him again? To finally end him? I mean, isn't that the whole point of the fucking Inquisitors, and part of Vader's mission is to find and kill all the remaining fucking Jedi? I don't know.
Oh. There is also that fact that in Revenge of the Sith we see Kenobi calling him Anakin, and that he was still Anakin. And then when we fast forward to A New Hope, he only refers to him as Darth. So maybe there is some sort of interaction to where he has accepted the fact that he's no longer Anakin at all. He is Darth Vader and will only refer to him as such. I've heard that kind of theory kicked around as far as there's something that happens.
Now, see, that makes sense. Like, that I actually can buy. But
That's kind of what explained to you, though. Like,
Yeah.
like this show can be explained, and you can be like, "Oh yeah, fuck yeah." No,
I guess.
Okay.
Whatever.
No, it just sounds like you're like, I don't fucking want it.
I mean, we're going to watch it, and we're going to fucking love every second of it. Don't get me wrong. It's just
But
one of those
are
things.
you like, because I don't have any fucking headcanon for this. I don't have, like, I don't know other than what I've been listening to. I have nothing outside of that to tell me these things. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
Well,
and I'm not putting a thought into it to where I'm like, it better fucking do this. If it doesn't deliver this, fuck this show. I'm fucking out. I'm not looking at it like that.
I don't think we'll ever get to that point with
No,
this.
I think the only thing, honestly, that for as far as expectations go, right, with Kenobi, the only thing I really don't want to have happen is don't make me question what I'm seeing in A New Hope.
Right.
Fair enough.
I don't want to, like, A New Hope to me is gospel.
Yeah.
Right. This is. It has to remain pure.
Yeah, because there's points in the prequels where he did kind of fuck things up a little bit, and I still kind of get like a little bit agitated.
tight
when I
about
see
it.
shit like that. Yeah,
You have to be willing, though, to understand that some of the stuff that you believe about New Hope may be a matter of your interpretation of events, not particularly
New
how they
Hope
went
is
down.
gospel. I give you that, but watching New Hope now after Rogue One, I interpret the beginning of A New Hope differently.
Right.
Well, I mean that's fair. I
Yeah.
mean, Rogue One is canon.
Right. But I
and
interpret
some of
it
us actually like
differently.
Rogue One.
Whatever.
Dave,
Right. I like
It's the music. It's the fucking music.
It is
I
the
don't
fucking
like
music.
the music in Rogue One. I don't.
That's fair. That's
I don't
fair.
like the music in Rogue One.
but that's enough to make you hate the whole movie.
I didn't say I hated the whole movie. It is not my favorite.
We may need to go back.
But
And
I'm
roll
just
that
saying,
tape.
it changes the end of Rogue One with fucking Darth Vader wrecking people and going through. Changes how I look at the beginning of A New Hope because
That's honestly, like, if that's one of the best scenes in fucking movie history. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, yeah.
But it makes me look at the
play with
beginning
my
of A
nipples
New
and
Hope
make
when he's
Jason
going on this
uncomfortable.
ship. Whoa, what are you doing with them nipples?
Oh, Billy. Oh.
When he puts that guy up on the ceiling and then back cuts him, oh, I get wet every time. Moist.
Moist.
Oh, Billy. Oh. See what you started, Jason?
I didn't start anything.
So
I'm still trying to figure. I don't want to dick with it now because I'll get distracted too easily. But Rose upset because the Red 5 Network logo, like,
I'll fix it for you. I'll send you a better one.
send me a better one then.
what's
Yeah,
wrong
I'll
with
do
that Red 5 logo?
It's
Has
It's
a
not.
white
He
square.
wants it circle. He doesn't like it square. I got you, buddy. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
send
the
it.
one that looks kind of like a swastika if you look at it wrong.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
oh wow.
Don't even put that in people's heads. Nobody would have thought that.
Now
The
that
Sidebar Cantina does not
It's only when
agree
it's
with or
square.
condone Don Solsky's comments.
it was a masturbation race.
It's a masturbation
Jerking
race.
off. It's about jerking off.
Oh, what have we done?
Sorry. My headcanon for this whole show was that this is going to be campfire stories. It's going to be Obi-Wan sitting around a campfire talking to whoever they pick to be sitting around a campfire. Hopefully it's Ahsoka.
I was gonna say hopefully it's Ezra. Wouldn't that
Ezra
be
would be great.
Well, because that would be a great way. Like Obi-Wan's telling these campfire stories. And then the last episode, he finishes telling his story, tells Ezra to fuck off, and then here comes Maul. And then we see
Right.
the
Dude,
live
you're
action
making
version.
Ro redesign the logo, you piece of shit.
He's so full. I already told him that months ago. He's silly. So anyway, yeah, and then this happened, and then it's a story about, going to fight with Inquisitors or, whatever.
Sure. I'd be fine with that.
Getting a sensation through the Force that somebody had to drop on Luke, so he essentially has to go hunt somebody before they get there. That kind of thing.
You all right?
I don't know.
What the shit, man?
All I know is it can't get here fast enough at this point. Because
Right.
Now I need to know like Brady's insider information. Apparently he was at the fucking studio,
Right.
talking to the
the
writer group.
Yeah.
I know
He had lunch with Kathleen Kennedy,
Well,
and they
no,
were
no.
going over the scripts.
Because
and
he was reading comicbook.com, and comicbook.com obviously knows what's going on.
It's
Jason.
gospel. It's gospel.
It obviously does. So we all should be doing
Depends
that.
on how you pick him through it, buddy.
But I'm not going to do that.
I mean,
Brady.
you can shit on me. all
I'm
you want.
glad that
That's fine.
you support their efforts, but I am not going to do that.
That's fine, and that's why I haven't said a word about it. I could have been a dickhole. I'm not. I'm a good person.
He's so angry. He's so angry, isn't he?
I
I'm
know.
not angry.
Look at how
I'm
angry
fine.
he is. Jeez. Calm down. You're bringing everything down,
He's all
Brady.
reds and
Jesus.
all right. So, anybody's final thoughts on Kenobi before we talk about some other stuff coming out?
Slit Jason's throat.
I thought we were doing that thing where we stopped moving, and you did, and then you broke character.
Fuck you and your character.
I guess we're moving on, Jason.
All right, we're moving on. Let's talk
move
about
on,
some
Jason.
more stuff coming out on Disney Plus, Star Wars related. Andor, the show that's been in some sort of weird fucking Disney Plus production purgatory. They filmed it before Obi-Wan. I am 100% sure that they fucking made this thing before Obi-Wan. Yet
100% they did.
We don't fucking know when it's coming out. Brady, when you had lunch with Kathleen Kennedy last week, did she tell you anything
what
about
she was telling me? It was filmed more like a movie where there was more sets than the actual fucking
More
room.
sex?
Yeah, but
more
Yeah,
Like-
there was a lot more sex. Like Andor is just beating cheeks. It's
You know-
basically a Mexican porn.
before
You know-
you go
you
any
know what?
farther,
I was prepared to shit all over this. I am intrigued now.
Yeah, is Jen Erso coming back for that?
Tell-
for the,
tell
for the sex?
tell
Jen
Jason.
Erso returns, but played by Selma Hayek.
Tell Jason though about how Kathleen was asking you why Jason fucking hates her so much because he never does anything but try to make good shit for Jason to watch.
Ring, ring. Hey,
Well, she's doing a terrible job.
hey,
so-
it's Kathleen Kennedy. she's on the phone right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what? No. Okay.
It'd be
All right,
funny
I'll
to me though. I know, and sometimes I feel she rightfully deserves hate, but it's funny if all the hate she gets, if you go back and look at all the shit she's produced, you should just shut your fucking mouth.
It's more.
It's
fun
fair.
than fun of her.
I know,
right.
and that's what people do. Fair enough. I know. I'm shitting in everybody's
Yeah.
Cheerios right now. Everybody's like, Brady's so goddamn positive. Fuck that son of a bitch.
It's like
He's
a
not
7-course
positive. He's so
meal.
angry. Jesus.
It's like a 7-course meal. Everything was great until you got to the sherbet, and you're like, "This is garbage. I'm going home."
Right? You want a chocolate chip? I understand.
Sherbet's
Being,
a palate
oh man,
cleanser.
living down by the river.
But sherbet's a palate cleanser. It's not meant to be fucking. Like that's what sherbet's there for.
Yeah,
You can't be hard. You can't be angry about the sherbet.
Jason's so confused.
yeah.
we
It's just
melted
Star Wars.
Jason.
I don't know what's going on right
Jason,
now.
this is why they don't have us as guests. Like he's like, should we really do this? This
Yeah.
is a bad idea.
Dave's fine. Jason wasn't fucking ready.
Jason's not. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm drinking.
Yeah,
I had.
fuck my liver.
There's a bottle of Jack up there.
No, I'm good. So yeah, is anybody actually looking forward to Andor? First of all,
No,
all right. Well, Brady's got his hand up. So why? Explain to us why you're looking
Because
forward to this.
the fact that I'm hearing it's a spy espionage Star Wars.
Sort of like Boba Fett was supposed to be sort of like a crime family, Godfather-y type movie.
If this isn't what it is, then I can be let down. But if that's what it is, I'm intrigued to see that.
Okay.
Because I brought this up on our show. The very beginning of Rogue One, where Andor's meeting with the dude in the alley, and then he fucking shoots the guy.
And he bitches about the rug.
Like that whole that intrigued me to see a rebel doing that. Like,
yeah, and honestly, I felt the exact same way about that scene. So, and I'm not shitting on Andor as a character. I liked his character in Rogue One.
Inigo Montoya.
But my question is why? Why do we need this character in this story when we've already seen him in Rogue One?
Look, I will buy into what both of you are saying. I like that idea of like, okay, here's this rebellion spy, and let's follow along with him in the K2SO. And here's this.
There's no K2SO.
Yeah, except K2SO isn't in the fucking movie or the TV show.
Yep. So that might
would
be a bummer
huge
for a lot of
disappointment
people.
if that's the case.
Right.
That is the case.
That was where I was like, wait a minute now. The reason why
I missed that. So
the reason why Cassian is entertaining is because of the way he plays with K2SO.
right, he needs that character to play off of.
Yeah,
Right.
Otherwise, he's just way too serious.
Yeah.
To kind of bring down
Yeah.
the whole mood. So,
And uninteresting.
whose fucking idea was that? Like, who's Leo?
It's obviously Kathleen Kennedy.
And we're not gonna bring back the fucking droid, who
Hang on.
was like the heart and soul of the fucking movie.
I think Rode in the chat disagrees.
Rose says lies.
That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it's a bait and switch. Like, oh, he's not in it. And then, because
Yeah,
I mean, it's a extremely missed opportunity. To
I
not
know that
have
Alan
bait.
Tudyk
100%.
is balls deep in this Resident Alien show.
Yeah.
Like that's his baby. That's all his. So I don't know if he was like, yeah, I'll take a break from this to do that.
How hard is it to go into a fucking recording studio and be like, I don't think we should do that? Or,
That's
Talking to a
100%.
microphone.
That's a very good point.
can't be that hard.
Somebody's got to write for it. Though.
Yeah, well, Cassian said so. Said I had to do it.
Here I am.
Me personally, I've been on record. Is season 2 is already in development? Oh my god!
Of Andor?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
When are we going to get?
We're gonna find out. I mean, somebody liked it.
Yeah, it must be.
So,
Well, again, now you're in the echo chamber. Like,
Yeah.
Who's actually watching it to be able to give this opinion of like, okay, is this the kind of Star Wars content that's going to be?
hopefully, it's not the Boba Fett test audience.
I never agree with green lighting season 2 before the audience has met season 1.
Yeah, no shit. Like, because it could be fucking terrible.
Well,
Like, we could all just fucking hate it. We could go
to
in
be
there
fair, though, it could be fucking amazing, and the audience could still reject it.
It's true. It's true.
So before you spend all that money making season 2,
Well, let's. One of the things that I think that overall Mandalorian has proved right now is that you can have very, very high fidelity and high quality effects and costuming and everything else, and keep the budget relatively low. Like what they're doing with that round screen effect, and it's be able to put yourself, all right, you're in a digital environment that's as close to being there as you possibly can. So I think they're keeping with if you can continue to produce those environments and keep these shows in there, then you're probably going to keep your costs low. You're not going to locations and you're not having to do all this extra stuff.
Yeah.
Then potentially you can keep those costs low and you're not necessarily that worried about it.
yeah,
Maybe
maybe.
that's
the
why they keep going
CGI.
to. That's why they keep going back to Tatooine. They can just keep reusing the same fucking sets for every show.
Dude, I mean,
There's some magic to that thought. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not a yeah.
yeah, I mean, you're probably not wrong. You're probably not far off. But
So looking at the chat, I'm pretty sure Ro is excited about this show.
I get that also.
He's the first person that I've ever and maybe this is me reading the context of his messages wrong, But he seems relatively excited about that. And like Brady is like, I will watch this show.
I'm excited about it.
And,
Well,
but,
let's be honest. We're all gonna watch the fucking show.
Oh,
yes.
Like that's
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
no question that we're gonna watch the goddamn
we're,
show.
we're fucking Star Wars fans. Of course, we're gonna watch it. I mean, how else can we effectively shit on it if we don't
Yeah.
watch it?
Right.
I mean,
well,
come on.
I feel like Brady is hype on the potential for this show to be a thing that he likes. It's
I
not. It doesn't.
so.
I don't think that he's like, you know what? No matter what happens, I'm all in.
Oh no, for sure not that.
Yeah, hey, it's content. It's Star Wars content. I'm not as hype about the Cassian Andor character. I'm well on record with the Inigo Montoya fucking, with how they kind of played his character. And I don't necessarily want to see a fucking season of it, but I will watch it because it could be great. It very well could be, and I could be pleasantly surprised. I'm like, oh shit, this ended up being really good, and that'd be amazing.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna say this now. Once we've seen Andor, once it's been released, which is supposedly gonna come out this year, allegedly. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Once it's come to completion, then you three are going to come back on the show, and we're going to have sort of a recap. Like,
Oh, that'll be
"Hey,
fun."
Remember when we were talking shit about it beforehand? Well, it wasn't that bad after all. So
Jason was wrong.
Yeah, I can.
Wrong
I
about what
can.
now?
It doesn't matter. You were wrong.
I can live it.
Who,
I
my wife?
loved.
Now apologize.
Like I loved.
Never.
I can be one of those people. Like I loved the Rise of Skywalker when it came out. Don't really care for it so much anymore.
Yeah, I concur.
Like I can change my opinion and my views. Like I
No,
was
you
like
can't. You're not allowed.
Rise of Skywalker. Like when it
No!
first came out, I was all about it.
Yeah.
No!
I was. That was me.
No!
I know. Laugh at me.
No!
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna laugh at
maintain.
you!
I know, and I'm
I
allowing it.
maintain that there are
No,
large.
it's gonna happen.
There's large.
No, seriously, they will laugh at me.
Stop, Mom. There are large parts of the Last Jedi that I enjoy. On the whole, I kind of don't.
I
like
was
it.
I was
don't wanna have
really trying to avoid any Last Jedi talk while you guys were on.
But there
No,
are-
not the
trying to
Last
steer away
Jedi. I
from
said
that.
the Rise of Skywalker.
No, I was elaborating. There are things in that movie that do rub me the wrong fucking way, but on the whole, there's some good shit in there. And I feel the same way about Rise of Skywalker. There's some good shit in there.
No,
And-
I was talking about how I changed my fucking view completely. Like I liked the Rise of Skywalker when it fucking came out. I do not like it now.
Yeah, but you were overhype
No, I wasn't.
on Rise of
didn't-
Skywalker.
No, I was not overhype on it.
I have not seen Rise of Skywalker since we saw it in the 4D theater.
No shit.
Really?
Same
I own
here.
it. I have not seen it. And we've discussed this before, and you know what? We'll go off script here for a minute.
Let it happen,
talking-
Jason. Let it fucking happen.
All right.
But talking about that, like, so Rise of Skywalker being the end of the Skywalker saga, right? You know, we've talked about it on the show where it's like have I not seen it again because of the quality movie or how I thought the story ended, or is it because it's the ending, right?
the finality of
Yeah,
it.
the finality of it. Because I know for me, like, just my level of anxiety sometimes it is like
feel
that.
that.
It's like I don't want to have that emotion.
Pause, sidebar. I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. I haven't finished Smallville season 10 because of that exact reason. Continue, go.
No, and I think that's a legitimate thing. It's like I don't have strong feelings against Rise of Skywalker. Me personally, based on the 2 times that I saw it, I think that because of Last Jedi, nice.
Thank you.
Because of Last Jedi, I think there was a raw deal there, and I think they did their best. And I think if they had been a consistent story throughout the entire trilogy, the 3rd movie would have been a lot different. But saying that, I can't say that I really disliked Rise of Skywalker. That's not what's keeping me from watching that movie again. It's really that thing. It's like, this is back in when Revenge of the Sith, right? when
Back
you
in
saw-
2005, to be correct.
well, we've just had that on at work, right? It was on one of the TVs at work, and as I was watching it, it was kind of on across the room, but in my
Your
mind,
tax dollars hard at work, people.
yeah, well, it was on. I wasn't like sitting there fucking staring at it, but in my mind, like all the music and everything was playing because John Williams, obviously. But as it was coming to like the end of that, and I knew as the end credits were coming, like I had that same sensation of like when we saw this in theater, there was that finality. There was no reason to believe that there was going to be another fucking Star Wars movie in the theater.
At that point, Lucas even like swore like, "This is the last fucking Star Wars movie. I'm done after this."
So that was like seeing that in the theater it was the last time, and I had that little bit of anxiety, even knowing that there was more. Like I still had that little bit of a feeling, and it made me think about like why I haven't watched Rise of Skywalker again. I just, it's not because I can't or I won't. I'm not doing it because it's not something I didn't like so severely. It's because that I don't want the anxiety of going through that emotion. Either way.
Well, if you did want to watch Rise of Skywalker, you could watch it on Disney Plus, which there's a lot of other Star Wars content on Disney Plus.
Oh, look at that
He's
fucking
so
terrible
fucking
segue.
good, dude.
Nailed it.
That was solid. He fucking came through.
Mandalorian season 3 is coming allegedly. If you believe Apollo Creed, they're already done filming it. So, Dragon Buddy, when do you think we're going to see Mando season 3?
I'm hoping we see it fall, and it's a little earlier than the holiday season. That's what I heard. They were pushing
word
towards.
I heard.
Right.
So I would be that would be awesome. Bring it to us early.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm still expecting December. They seem to be pretty consistent with the December release dates for these Mando seasons, or Mando 2.5 in the case of Book of Boba Fett. But oh god, the fucking hold on maneuver. Anyway, so where do we take Mandalorian from here? Anybody? Because the mystery of Grogu is over at this point, because we know his whole background now, or for the most part, we know a good portion of his background. So that's kind of what the first 2 seasons were about. So where are we going from here? Is it all about going back to Mandalore at this point?
Well, like in Star Trek, remember when Spock died? Mando season 3 is going to be the search for Cara Dune.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
As
Sorry,
much as
I-
I'd like to see that,
I couldn't
something
resist.
Something tells me we're not going to see that. So
Yeah.
Well, Grogu made his choice. Let's get that kid some more Beskar.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
I
shit.
think that's what we're gonna be seeing a lot more Grogu, and then we're gonna see him learning the ways of the Force alongside hunting for bounties. I think.
So at some point,
Oh, I got super headcanon. Fuck that. He's going back to Mandalore. He's gonna bathe in them fucking waters, baby.
That is the goal of season 3.
And
I'm sure.
Waters of
fucking
Lake
people are gonna
Minnetonka.
notice that fucking dark saber on him, and challenges, and then shit's gonna get fucking real. And I don't know what's happening after that. But that's where I
At
get
some
I get
point.
lost.
do we see Grogu wield the darksaber?
No,
No, it's too big
it's
for
too
him.
big for him. It's like his fucking size.
Yeah.
I really think we're pushing towards Legends, with maybe even possibly Boba Fett wielding the Darksaber, only because Filoni and Favreau have been known to pick and choose from Legends stories, and
That is true.
he is the mythosaur. That is his, his
Yeah.
mark, and the mythosaur will rise and basically bring Mandalore back. So that's where I'm thinking we might end up going.
I think we get Sabine Wren.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get an older Ezra.
No, well, do you think we're going to get those in Mandalorian, or do you think we're going to get those in the Ahsoka series?
Ahsoka.
I
I
think-
think
I
they'll
think
be in
both.
Mandalorian eventually, not season 3. Not
I
season
think
3.
I think both. I think you're going to see 2 or 3 things in this next season of Mando that are directly linked to what's happening in Ahsoka, so that we hit the ground running in Ahsoka.
The Mandoverse.
Yeah,
That's-
pretty
yeah.
much. Yeah. So, what do you guys think happens to Bo-Katan at this point?
I have
Like-
sex with her.
Well, I mean, aside from that, I mean,
You can't. There's way too much ginger happening in that. You can't. That's not allowed.
They cross over. They cross each other out.
I'm gonna see if Katie can get my sack off. Is what I'm saying.
That's funny because it's gross.
yeah, now all I
Oh,
can
there'll
think
be
about is
so
Don's
much
sex,
Swede.
so.
It's probably smooth like an egg.
Oh,
He
you think
Botox.
he waxes
I
his
hope
balls?
so.
He has to.
He
What the
Botoxed
fuck
him.
was that?
Yeah,
It was the spirit.
I
The spirit.
might.
It was an orb.
Given the opportunity, I'll wax whatever I need to.
Fair enough.
All right.
Sounds
Yeah,
like another
weird.
board bag.
So
I
the
really don't
character of Bo-Katan, what do we think happens to her? Like, because for the longest time they were leaning towards her being the heiress apparent of Mandalore, and then of course our man Mando had something to say about
She
that.
done fucked up, Aaron. I mean, like,
is this it for her?
I
Like,
think that ship is
I think
sailed,
I think she's gonna try to help Mandalorian if she comes in contact with him
okay.
again.
All right. So you don't think that we're gonna see some kind of duel between those two at any point? Her trying to reclaim the darksaber?
I don't think so.
There has to be a reason unless there's some setup conflict where something gets between them that needs. But I don't see it. I don't see her just being like, "I'm coming at you because you have the darksaber."
I'd kind of like to see her go back to her ways of being a villain, because if you remember when we were first introduced to her, she was kind of a bad guy.
Right.
So maybe go back to her villainous ways.
I might have to rewatch it, but I feel like at the end of, it's when we last saw her, it kind of was like she wasn't like perfectly okay with losing the darksaber.
No, she
Like,
was
there
kind of pissed.
Yeah, there was definitely
Yeah.
some room for her to be like, you know what, this isn't over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
she
not-
may challenge him, but I don't
Yeah.
think it'll go the way she thinks it should ought to go.
Right. Okay.
Wow. Whoa. Gee.
They're talking about blue penises in the
Yeah.
chat.
Like my quick scan of the fucking chat, and there's blue penises, and
They're going
somebody's
blue in
affinity for
thought.
them.
Let's
So-
just if we're gonna throw out blue penises, I bet you an Avatar penis is huge.
Oh, jeez. And it'd probably be barbed like a cat's.
You think it would? I think so.
Yeah.
I think it would get in, it would get
Barbed?
stuck.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
They get stuck.
No.
That's why
Why would I know that?
that's why girl cats scream so much.
What?
Yeah, it's not pleasant
And
for
that's a
them.
thing you know now.
Yeah,
Oh God.
along with
Oh!
along with Google what the inside of a penguin's mouth looks like and see if that doesn't change your life.
No!
ATSW the Escape on every Wednesday at 7:05 p.m.
Yeah,
Eastern.
we'll talk about barbed
Nice
cat
plug.
penises.
Barbed cat penises. Oh. My
or blue
God.
Smurf
Lots of-
penises. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Well,
Now pivoting
Pivot,
to
pivot.
Ahsoka.
Don't pivot when you got a barbed penis in you. You're gonna get hurt.
I know, right? But speaking
Oh,
of blue
shit.
penises, we're supposed to see Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Oh, the train's been off the rails for.
I'm trying. I'm
5
trying.
minutes.
I'm trying to bring it back, but they're not letting me.
How have we only been on for 90 minutes? Is that because we
It
spent,
feels like 5 hours.
well, excuse me, we spent a half hour riffing before we even
Yeah.
got live?
That is true.
And
So
an
Ahsoka.
hour and 30 minutes of giggling is hard ab labor.
Right? It's fucking, yeah.
Hard on the face. My face muscles are. And I have to sit here, like staring at Dave rubbing his fucking nipples.
I usually
Oh my God.
I have to laugh like this while you guys are talking and I'm trying to clean a kitchen. And there's literally like 19-year-old kids that work at this hospital in the kitchen. They're like, "What the fuck is this old man giggling at?"
Just put it on speaker, man. It'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm like, "My friends are funny. Shut the fuck up, Junior."
We're family friendly.
That's right. They'll learn something.
Oh yeah,
They'll learn something.
Shower beer.
all
Shut up.
kinds of new vernacular.
Shower beers and barbed cat penises.
It's a thing.
So Ahsoka.
Has a barbed cat penis.
Yeah, well, she might when Thrawn shows up and maybe has his way with her. I don't know, because
Is that why the Thrawn pop is so expensive?
Ooh, prawn pop.
Maybe.
He's huge.
Now,
Pops.
Brady,
Huge.
in your meals with Kathleen Kennedy, has
Yeah.
she mentioned like when Ahsoka is going to be starting production, or is like starting filming, or have they started filming already?
Well, there was this one time we were rolling around the sheets, and no, I have no fucking idea.
It didn't come up.
No, but we were rolling around the sheets.
Yeah, take
what I
that
think
for
about
what
that.
you will, but I wouldn't tell Kathleen Kennedy no either.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, like I would imagine that's probably not going to start or finish filming until the end of this year, beginning of next year time frame.
Yeah, at
Like,
least.
if I had to guess, because it sounds like they're pretty fucking busy with everything else going on.
I think they're starting filming soon.
Yeah, but look at how long it took them to make Andor not be ready.
Jesus, yeah.
Well, they fucking filmed it and started season 2. What are you talking about?
Right.
They just haven't actually gotten it out to the
Yeah,
people
there's-
yet.
nobody can watch it, but they're done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been done.
Like, we got it in the can. It's over there. But anyway, we're just going to go ahead and make more of them.
Yeah,
Nobody's allowed to watch it.
indeed. All right. We know Bad Batch season 2 is supposed to be out this year,
Fuck
allegedly.
yeah, I'm excited for that.
Are you? So like. Oh my god.
Scott's got me rolling in the chat. That's
For those of
fucked
you
up.
listening to just the audio version of this podcast, you're missing a lot of good stuff in the chat. So that's what all the weird, awkward.
Yep.
Laughter
And
is all about.
Scott from the Use and Abuse podcast, Scott and Kim. Kim, we hope you're feeling better.
Yeah,
We understand that
absolutely.
You were
Hell
under
yeah.
the weather recently and had a little bit of a scare, and we're glad you're home and feeling better.
Amen.
In the
To
middle
be
of all
fair,
this.
though,
To be fair,
come Halloween, that eye twitchy thing, that's going to work in your favor.
Yeah, right.
Jesus Christ.
nice.
So Brady, you said you're looking forward to next season of Bad Batch. What are you wanting to see in here?
I'd like them to start pulling a little bit of strings to connect us in some way or another to the Mandalorian Mandoverse, whether that's connecting to a Boba Fett or connecting to Bo-Katan or just different people that we see in live action. I don't know who they are, but I would like to see that, because maybe you could bring characters from this show to that show. I would like to see them cross.
We've got that obvious link, the Alpha and the Omega,
Yes,
Omega
yes.
and Boba Fett.
Yes.
Like I really hope that they do fucking something with that. Why are you giving me that look? Dave is looking at me like, you fucking idiot.
And one thing I want from Omega, I want a new fucking like outfit, like to match the boys. Like,
like some
give me
armor
some
and a helmet.
armors. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe not necessarily. You don't have to give me the helmet, although I am a bucket dude, so that would be pretty dope. But you don't have to give me that and fucking firing her bow. Like I want to see more.
That
of that.
would honestly, that I give my stamp of approval for that, because that means it would be a new pop. Have another pop.
Yeah, because it is kind of
Omega with
awkward
her
when they're
bow.
all walking around in fucking armor and she's there in her fucking just like tattered clothes and a fucking bow.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Get the
that's-
kids some fucking defense.
Exactly. My 4 dads are neglecting me.
Right.
Now,
Step it up.
Well, she's actually older than all of them, so
I will say if we do an older Omega, the woman who voices her is very pretty. and
Michelle
could-
Ang.
Yeah, she could play that character for real.
The problem is she looks nothing like the way they're visually representing Omega.
True, but
In
that
the
Omega
show.
was a child.
Yeah, that's true.
I have one question
Yes.
about the Bad Batch.
Yes.
Season
It's
2.
okay that it looks small in your hand, but my hands are smaller, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
he's got Burger
Would that-
King, Big King hands.
Whopper Jr. hand.
Whopper Jr. hands.
You got Whopper Jr. hands? That, ma- that makes
It'll
me
be
feel,
huge.
That makes me feel good. Wow. I appreciate that.
Oh my God, is that extra pickles?
My fucking question is, when is Rambo going to get a fucking haircut? Like, when are we going to get rid of this ridiculous, like,
Yeah.
this-
Or maybe take a shower, wash off that face paint that's covering half.
That's a
body.
tattoo, bro.
The Credence
Oh, is it a
Clearwater
tattoo?
skull
That's
that
a
he's got
tattoo.
going on.
That's a tattoo.
yeah, like, you know, even Tyson can get that. If Tyson can get his face tattoo dulled down a little bit, so can fucking Rambo there.
Yeah.
Like, I am. What takes me out of the, like, I think there are good things can come from that show, and help develop some of that canon with these clones, and especially like get Captain Rex more involved in it. Like, we know Rex is out there. We know that they interact with Rex. So let's see where like Rex's story progresses. Let's help bring that into there. But this fucking facade of this Rambo and the fucking the Three Stooges, I think we're done with that. Like, you've gone down the darker path. You've developed these characters to a point where I think you don't need that. Let's get fucking haircuts. Let's fucking, you know, I'm fine with the buckets. I'm fine with having differences there and shit like that. But the other stuff, let's get rid of that. Let's normalize.
And
it
I do like that idea of a time jump. You know, Don, you kind of alluded to that.
Go full Fat Thor with him.
Let's jump forward a few years and, you know, see Omega as an older young woman, and the Bad Batch guy is a little bit more aged.
You do the clones like you did old Rex.
I disagree with you, Dave, on one point with them changing and getting rid of the helmets and stuff, because I love the fucking helmets. Bro.
No, don't get rid of the helmets.
Oh, okay, thank God.
No.
Okay.
Keep the buckets and all that stuff. I'm just saying, like, the haircuts,
Make them older, more mature, weather them a little bit.
Yeah, just age them out a little bit.
Let's not get rid of the bucket. Okay, I thought you were getting a little crazy.
No. You keep the buckets because I think
thank
that's
God.
a big part of what makes them.
Yes.
That part, I don't have a problem with that. It's that other shit. It's the Rambo. It's the Rambo fucking the main character fucking Rambo guy, who, like, in the beginning was fucking putting, I can put my fucking ear to the ground and tell how many fucking horses are coming. You know, it's enough. It's enough. Okay, you got away with it for a fucking season. If you're gonna do it again, let's just fucking dial that back. That's gonna piss me off in fucking
pissed.
season 2.
Fair enough.
Kathleen Kennedy said it would fucking.
Yeah, she told me to tell you personally, you're gonna be pissed.
John Rambo's fucking coming back.
She's like,
is he like?
she's like, you know your friend Dave? I was like, Philly Dave 75 Instagram.
That's the one.
Yeah, she was like that dude. She was like, he's gonna be fucking pissed.
Every time that she gets upset about the way you guys feel, she takes $100 bill out of her pocket and wipes her eyeball with it.
She would.
She would too.
And then she throws that $100 away because she don't need it anymore.
It's dirty now. I can throw that out.
It's got sadness on it. Give that to a poor person.
It's rough.
Oh my god!
Do you guys remember when they announced a Lando show like 3 years ago?
Yeah.
They're like, we're gonna do a Lando series.
A Lando system.
Yeah, whatever happened to that?
What's a Lando system?
Honestly, I heard that Donald Glover just didn't have the available time, and then Donald Glover didn't do shit for fucking 3 years.
He's been doing Atlanta, dum dum.
Is that show still on?
Talk about what the fuck you know. Instead of
Is that show still on? Is it really?
Yeah, it's in its last season, dude.
Oh man, it's on the
I had
last
no idea.
season.
Yeah.
Nobody watches that show, bro.
Just because, god damn, bro, you are the fucking, like, if I don't watch it and I don't like it, nobody does.
That's right.
angry.
You're the
Folks.
fucking worst, bro.
Yes.
This is
right.
Brady. This is Brady, folks. He's so angry.
No, I can't stand this fuck.
What?
Get him with stickers.
100%. I had no idea any of this was happening. I was just being a dick on purpose.
I know you were.
But what streaming service is that on? It's not on anything I have.
It's on FX, I believe, buddy.
Which, like, some FX stuff is on Hulu, I think.
It's either on FX or BET. It's on one of those two.
Interesting.
Oh, I said the BET. Everybody's like, "Oh shit, I ain't gonna see
Yeah,
it
I
there."
Oh,
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna keep quiet.
Look at
Chantel says it's on FX.
Empire stuff. Lots of Empire
Lots of
stuff.
Empire
over here.
Empire things.
Wait a minute, what empire are we talking about here? If Cookie shows up, I'm out.
Oh God. Anyway, next.
So, Dave.
Jason's like, maybe we should just end the show.
Yeah, right.
End it, just end the show.
I'll start with you, Dave.
All right.
What do you want to see that we haven't, that hasn't been announced or alluded to or rumored to be on Disney Plus, Star Wars wise? What
Is
do you
this
still
where
wanna
we
see?
get sexy with our stories?
Wait a minute, are we getting?
Is that where we're at right now, Jason?
Well, we're not pitching our own series yet. Now
Oh,
it's just
okay,
kind of
okay,
like,
that's
oh,
right.
what do you want to
Okay.
see? Because we're going to do that next. But
Okay.
right now, just like, what in general do you want to see?
Do you need another beer?
Yeah,
It's just I want to see Brady get another beer.
Okay.
just in case. Yeah, sure.
I that's a great question.
If you'd read the notes, you might have been, a little more prepared to answer that question, but I understand.
I
Wait,
read
we got notes?
Yeah, Brady.
I hate you all.
Brady, we're not notes people. I mean, we know that.
Yeah. I'm sure Don read them.
Yeah, but
Next thing
honestly,
Jason's gonna try to tell me, he's like, I sent you 2 of them.
the notes notwithstanding, I mean, honestly, with the Star Wars content that's out there already, it's hard to imagine like what do I really want to see, like especially for the canon. Like we talked about pretty extensively how we want to see something like the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to see back in time. Back in time. We want to see the older shit. Like I know you're anti High Republic, and I haven't been able to pick. I haven't had time to pick up the next in the High Republic books. But even before that, like Darth Bane, like here's a nice. I want to see darkness.
No,
Parents. I want to see a Sith character, like just here is the Sith protagonist that is just all about how this Sith became just the absolute fucking just the epitome of what it is to be a dark side character. I don't want any like feel good fucking story.
Yeah, we got enough of those.
I don't want fucking like, oh, look at this thing over here, and oh my god, look at how nice that is. No, fuck all that.
Touch your cock and balls.
Oh my god! While you're down there getting your frisbee, maybe you can grab your cock and
Welcome
ball.
to the dark side. Why don't you touch his cock and balls?
Jesus Christ.
Just a little bit. Honey, give me a carrot.
I'm thinking maybe you can eat some cantaloupe and then maybe play with your cock and balls.
I love cantaloupe.
Jason's marking the time. He's like, we're going to delete this shit.
Yeah, look, this
The
time
hell we
period.
are.
We're leaving all this
This is
in.
the best part. No, but that's what I want to see. I want to see like the Darth Bane. I want to see
Darth
Sith.
Nihilus.
Oh, there you go.
You could Revan. Like there, you want to talk about like just.
Have I ever told you the tragedy of Darth Plagueis?
It's not a story the Jedi would tell.
No. And I honestly, I'm not. Plagueis is too close to the current state
Yeah.
of affairs.
Yeah.
Like Bane, Revan, even Revan might even be too close.
Wow.
But I like Bane in particular. Like that.
See, that's my Bane is the one that I want. And that
Yeah.
I mean, when we talk about the show we want to pitch, I've got a Bane pitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to hear that when we get there. But
yeah, but
It
that's
doesn't involve a blue penis like the chat does.
blue penises are back in the chat.
So-
They're back.
Christ.
so
Blue
here's what
penises are always in.
They just pop up out of nowhere.
here's what I don't want to see.
All right.
I don't want to see any more fucking backstories. I don't give a shit about people's fucking backstories. Give me new stories. What they're doing with Mandalorian is perfect for me. I don't give a fuck about the backstory of some random fucking character from a movie. Like, oh god, I'm gonna be so mad if this is true. The rumor mill was floating like last week about fucking Rose Tico getting her own fucking series. Like her coming back to Star Wars. And I'm like,
Yeah.
regardless of the fact that it's the worst character in the history of Star Wars.
No, it's not. That's not the worst character. there's definitely worse characters, but
I don't want to see her fucking backstory. I don't want to see anybody's backstory.
no,
9 episodes about guarding escape pods.
No. Even better. No, here it is. So like she's a mechanic, right? Brady, you'll like this. It needs to be like her life as just a mechanic, like working red balls. Like
Red Balls!
Like sitting in a fucking bread truck, just like fucking waiting to get called out by a fucking pilot or some shit, just like playing cards, bullshitting, fucking just the monotony of it, having some like working 12s,
getting deployed, we gotta deploy to Yavin.
Fucking just dog shit, hating life and everything else, and then to cap it all off, to end up being in this fucking ridiculous bullshit at the end, like with The Last Jedi.
All right, I would watch that show.
Yeah,
I would watch.
I would definitely fucking watch that.
Yeah.
Rose Tika, crew chief.
Crew chief.
Yes, dude.
She get the
That would
great
be great.
big like flight deck muffs.
Yeah. Yeah, she could. Yeah, what?
Like doing engine runs.
Yeah,
All right.
just-
Get her
Throttle
like
it
a
up.
Bob the Builder work belt. She can, you can fix
the
it.
fucking
Yes, we
vest
can.
on. Like I'm telling you, like working 12s, just getting absolutely shit on, having some chief tell her like to do some random shit, like and you have to write yourself a fucking award.
Starting
Okay,
the
there's 12
fucking
more steps to
episode.
do.
The episode starts with her like on a FOD walk.
She'll have to replace a whole section of hose with that big ass green coupling.
She's just sitting there walking, talking with her friend, like, this is fucking stupid.
And randomly picking up a rock off of the fucking ground.
Here's
Yeah.
your BB.
Oh,
like
great.
they're in space too, because it's so ridiculous, right? They got
Right?
space
And then
forces.
she's the one who finds the golden tool, and she's like,
Right.
you know, it'd be funny if I just don't tell anybody about it.
That's right. I'm just gonna huck this into space and nobody fucking sees it. Oh, and then we gotta ground all the fucking aircraft. We're gonna
Yeah,
wreck all
that's
the fucking airplanes.
Did I ever tell you-
Is gone.
Did I ever tell you about the time I caused a work stoppage for the flight line?
No.
I
It
have a
was
story about
shift
that, too.
change. It was shift change, and my fucking supervisor was on second shift, and I was working first shift. Well, he was the expediter for the day, and he fucking left his computer open.
Oh shit.
Oh, dude, that's ComSec, bro. You
That-
can't do that. So I ran to his fucking computer. I switched his image over to this fucking beefy wrestler dude in this pink fucking sexy number.
Nice.
And that was just a center picture. Then it was pink all around. Then I enlarged all his icons to be on his computer about this fucking big. Then I switched all the fucking controls on the mouse pad to go to fucking left-handed. And then I turned down the speed. So it's like you literally had to go like this to fucking move the mouse. And then I fucking alt locked his fucking computer and I went home. Well, the next day I came to work, or I'm leaving to go home. He's like, hey, can I talk to you in the back? I was like, yeah, what's up, dude? So he gets me in the back. He's like, did you fuck with my computer yesterday? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you caused a work stoppage for 3 hours. I was like, that's ComSec, bro. You shouldn't leave your computer open. He's like, really? I was like, yeah. They literally had to call the guy for tech who went home to come back to work to reset all his fucking settings in his fucking login shit.
Fucking do it.
And he had like this guy's resetting his shit with this fucking wrestler and a pink little number and fucking pink icons like this. Like, oh, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
Oh god.
That was like back in the day, the Air Force, like you could have localized like administrator rights. Like now,
Oh, yeah.
today's Air Force, they do this fucking standardized
Well,
desktop.
back in the
thing.
early days, everybody shared each other's fucking passwords too.
No,
'cause only a
this-
few
this
people
was-
had access to the computer.
This was when you first had your cat card.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So like you were supposed to pull your cat card out when you
Oh
left.
yeah, that's way worse.
Yeah.
So
That's
he
absolutely
left
way
his
worse.
cat card in and walked away from his fucking computer, long enough for me to do this.
Yeah. You should have done all that and then pull this cack out and then put the fucking tape over the fucking over the shiny
magnetic
part
there.
so that when you put it back in, he wouldn't fucking be able to log in. Like, what is happening?
Oh, that would have been so much better.
All right,
3-hour work.
But we digress.
No, you're not gonna tell your lost tool story.
Oh,
or are you gonna wait till you're retired?
We'll save that. Yeah, I'm still in. So I'm still plugged into the Matrix for a couple more months.
Yeah. Have you met my friend Court Marshal Roscom over here?
Have an Article 15 on your way out the door.
Yeah, indeed.
Hey, and listen, the past few minutes of what just happened. If you didn't understand any of what we just said, there was a lot of air forcing that just happened.
Yes.
For the past 10 minutes. So we apologize.
Sorry about that.
If you need any translations, just message us and we'll explain.
What's
All
a
right,
cat
so
card?
The 5 years of computer networking tech school just made all that make sense to me. I'm like, I was like, oh yeah, absolutely.
The fuck is ComSec? That makes no sense.
I don't know why would they be walking? What is FOD? I don't understand what's going on right now. Why is he talking like that? Nobody else talks like that.
Acronyms for everything.
Play with your cock and balls for a little bit.
I bet you couldn't even see him because they were wearing camouflage. Speak English, you fuck.
You got some balls and some cock. You gotta stroke his slug or at least bite his nuts.
Oh, okay.
At least bite his nuts. It's funny every time.
It's a little warm in here.
It is warm.
The whole chat is nothing but laugh emojis for like 27 comments.
Okay.
Anyway, Jason, what were we talking about?
I don't remember anymore. Oh god. Okay, Escape Pod guys. Any of
No.
Pitching the shows?
No, not yet. Just anything that you want to or don't want to see on Disney Plus, Star Wars wise, in the future.
I don't want to see me. I would be
Well,
bad at Star Wars.
Yeah, we got that covered. So no worries there.
I don't want to see Don either.
See?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to
open-minded.
get too far into what I want to talk about, so I don't want to say
All right.
shit.
So one thing that I did as we were genning up this topic is I told everybody, all right, come up with your own Disney Plus Star Wars show pitch, right? So hopefully most of us have something. So does anybody want to throw theirs out first?
I can.
This
All right.
guy.
Go, Don. What do you got?
All right.
Pitch us your Star Wars Disney Plus show.
As I alluded to earlier, it's a Darth Bane series. You take Darth Bane from the start him right off at the point where he killed his master.
Okay.
Okay. And as I recall, he's like stranded on a planet shortly after that, right?
Yeah. Well, are we talking after he set off the thought bomb, or was that?
Oh, this is.
Fuck, it's all kind of blurry.
No,
Yeah, it
this
is. It's
you're-
been a minute.
You're talking about. So he had.
I gotta pee.
There is. You know what?
Yeah. it's a good
Should we
idea.
all just? Should we just?
We should pee.
Yeah, we
right
should.
now.
So we can get our thoughts together.
Yeah.
I don't know
All
if
right.
they can hear
All
me,
right.
but our thoughts, we gotta pee.
All right. So we're gonna pause this idea.
Yeah, we're
We're gonna
peeing
come
as a
back
group.
to Don's pitch after this very quick word
From
from
Dave
our
Matthews Band.
All right, we are officially on break. Everybody is. I guess everybody had to go. Nobody was speaking up, so.
I gotta go too, but I guess I'll wait.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming you only have one stall. I mean, I guess you both could like stand over the toilet and piss.
It's
together.
outside, bro.
Oh,
The whole
Even
world
better.
is our stall. It's
Well, I mean-
7:30.
yeah, we got the same thing here. Yeah, it's
Right.
awkward when it's bright out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
we
fine.
we have a little spot that we can hide where the neighbors don't see, but there's only room for one cock and balls.
Yeah, we're kind of the same. Like, there's this little cubby in between the studio and the house.
Yep, we
The
got
problem
exactly
is-
the same thing.
The problem is Kristen sits right inside of the window that we piss next to, so
Yep.
she can hear everything.
And you're afraid that she's going to see how much superior Dave is?
At peeing, if she's into that, then that's on them, and they can explore that however they want to, but leave me out of it.
Well, he is getting all the brownies lately.
I'm not going to comment on that one.
Here comes Brady.
All right. Yeah, see, Kristen says she hears it all. Just going to watch Brady fuck around with his earbuds. Hey, buddy.
What's up, dude?
Oh, you know, this and that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And now we're going to tag out. So
Oh,
you
okay.
get to talk to Dave.
I get Dave.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You
buddy.
going to make it?
So relieving.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
The best part is like I'm gonna sit here like oh yeah, nobody can hear us, but everyone can hear us.
No,
The
I don't
same.
even. Yeah. I did it. I did the damn thing.
What'd you do?
I peed all over the place. It was
Uh,
necessary.
Golden showers. Why is DB peeing outside when we have a bathroom?
Yes, dude.
Because I can. And yes, I walked past the bathroom to go pee outside.
That's. Oh, I need to change the banner because I'm finished peeing.
Yeah, it is, huh?
Jason has to pee. Clean my glasses. Can't see
My glasses.
And my shoes. So I have them.
My shoes.
What is glasses?
You got pretty good solid distance outside. That's impressive.
Yeah, it's weird.
What are you talking about?
It's weird peeing outside in the daylight. I can hear like
Distance.
I'm a
neighbors
good
mowing
peer.
the lawn. And
Oh yeah.
So clearly they can hear us pissing. So
I
You
mean,
know, I was thinking when I went outside, I'm like, normally if I have this much of a buzz when it's light out, I'm like next up for cornhole and it's like 92 degrees outside.
all right.
all right, take the ticker off.
The what now?
Don't worry about it.
You just shut your
Alright.
fucking mouth and shut up.
Okay,
I can't do
we,
it twice.
Yeah, you can.
We good?
Blue barbed penises.
30
Yes.
seconds of penises.
Yep.
Barbed.
That's
All right,
that's
well-
the name of the new Avatar movie. Avatar, Blue Barb Penises.
That sounds like a fucking sweet band. Ladies and gentlemen, blue bar penises.
All right. So do we need 30 seconds or can I do
Do a countdown.
like the full 30 seconds?
Yeah.
So I was gonna do the red 5. How you doing?
Whatever, man. Just do something. Do something.
This podcast is part of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network podcasts, visit red5network.com. This podcast is part of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network podcasts, visit red5network.com.
And
So-
we're back. What?
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 So
See?
nice, we'd say it twice.
Yeah, so nice he played it twice. That's
Yeah,
what I was
I
going
don't
to say.
understand.
It wasn't the same one.
It was
No.
the same one.
I clicked
No,
two
the
different
graphics
buttons.
was different. The sound was the same.
Right.
Yeah. She gave me 2. It's 20 seconds, right? So you're obsessed with this 30-second thing. So I was getting as close as possible.
I'm not obsessed with the 30 seconds. I just need something to when I'm doing the editing to like a whatever.
To be fair,
37 in a
if
row?
there's a 10-second gap, it is like blatantly apparent in the audio waves.
I trust Jason's judgment, so I was trying to get as close to his 30 seconds as possible. So I hit the thing twice.
37. My girlfriend sucked 37 dicks.
Try not to suck any dicks on the way to the parking lot.
All right. Dawn, you were saying Darth Bane after he kills his master.
It's too late now. I'm all pissed off now.
Pissed off.
Yeah, I went pissed.
Pissed on.
Well, that was a different night.
A little on my shoes.
So anyway, Darth Bane show. picking up after he kills his master, and then ultimately somewhere in the middle we get to the point where he picks up his apprentice, which, if I remember correctly, is a young girl. Correct?
Yes,
Yes.
the blonde. What was her name?
I don't remember.
Shit.
So here's where the drama of my story picks up. You watch her trek into the dark side, and you watch his affection for her bring him closer to the light, to the point where she kills him. So there's a dichotomy in what's happening, and you, as you become more emotionally invested in the main character, you watch the danger grow.
Oh, okay. As you see her get more and more powerful, and eventually,
Exactly.
And it's Zana was her name.
Yeah, Zana.
Was
Yes.
the apprentice. And I mean, honestly, that's one thing about the Bane trilogy is we get that big gap from where he finds her to where they pick up in the next book. It's like
Right.
fucking 15 years or some shit like that.
And it's gonna be so dope to watch him get that armor.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Well, yeah, cause like the shit that kind of grows on him, right?
Right.
Yes,
The-
like barnacles.
yeah.
right. That whole sequence, like visually, reminds me of the Vong. In a way.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
with the Vong, how they're
The
they're
organic
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Did you guys ever read the Rogue Planet book?
I don't think I did.
Obi-Wan and Anakin go to a planet where they're growing ships, organic ships,
No.
for interstellar travel.
And that's very Vong-like.
Yeah, it's such an interesting story. And at the beginning, like Anakin is in these like jetpack races that happen in the underbelly of Coruscant. And it happens through a section of the city where they're like launching canisters of waste from Coruscant into the sun. So as they're like dodging through, like almost pod racer style, there's like this volley of these canisters of just like, if they got hit with one of these, they'd not only be hit with it, but they'd be launched into the local sun. And he's just like racing through it like, Anakin would.
That's cool.
It's a super cool book.
Interesting.
And it was in that like in between Phantom Menace and Clone Wars. And it was just a novelization, but man, it was a cool story.
Not canon though.
Yeah, canon.
Oh, it really?
Yeah.
It's canon, like for
It has to be because it was in between Phantom
see,
Menace and
no. That
The
doesn't
problem
mean
is, though, like there's a lot of books that took place in between those two that are now considered legends because they were pre-Disney buy.
it was definitely not Legends. It was in that timeline.
All right, I'm
All right,
looking
we
this
got
shit
Dave
up.
looking through.
No,
Sacred Jedi text.
what's it called?
Rogue Planet. It would have to be Legends.
Then it wouldn't be.
I mean, it would have to be canon.
All right, well, we've got the
It was written
we've got the
under
librarian on it.
Lucasfilm's direct direction. Like,
Well, so were a lot of things back in the day. Though.
Yeah,
No,
the-
Rogue Planet is a 2000 novel set in the Star Wars galaxy. It is a prequel novel occurring after the events of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Right, but if it was pre-Disney buyout, that's all
Yeah,
legends
that's Legends,
now,
bro.
regardless of when it took place.
Yeah,
is it
doesn't
really?
matter. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I thought everything that happened in line with those films was canon.
Nope, because there's a lot of shit that they changed. in
There was
there.
shit that just came out before the buyout that they fucking. No, that's Legends. It doesn't matter.
I call nonsense. This is a
you
good
know.
book.
Yeah,
Right,
there's
and-
a lot of good books that got fucking rid
Yeah.
of. Like
If you-
the Kenobi one, there was a great Kenobi book that they got rid of. Darth Plagueis.
If you
Another
have
really good
some
one.
Audible credits, download that book.
Okay.
It's
All
good,
right,
good.
Yeah, I'm sure we've got it somewhere in the sacred texts. But all right, does anybody else have something they want to throw out there? Star Wars show wise.
Not without ruining my
All right.
fucking show.
All right, well, I can do mine if
Do
if
it.
anybody
Go for
wants
it.
to hear it. All right. So we're told this is a series that's going to take place around the Luke's Jedi Academy time frame, right? We know we're going to get deep fake Luke is going to be the main character, but we're not given any details. to star. All we know is it's a limited series that takes place around the time of Luke's Jedi Academy. So Luke's there. Ben Solo's maybe, I don't know, 10, 12 years old, something like that. One day Luke's having this fucking crazy Force vision, and he's seeing what he thinks is the future. He's walking on some planet. He sees like some fucking teenage kid like kneeling down working on something, and he walks up, and the kid like looks at him, and he's like, "Uncle Luke," and Luke kind of looks at him, kind of cocks his head. He's like, this kid is familiar, but something's wrong. And he looks at him. He's like, "Ben?" And the kid kind of gives him a strange look. He's like, "Uncle Luke, are you all right?" He's like, "Ben, is that you?" He's like, "No, Uncle Luke, it's Jason." Ooh. And then a female walks up who's the same age, and it's Jaina. And Luke's looking at these two like, wait a minute, these two are familiar, but something's wrong. And boom, he cuts back to being fucking where he is at the academy. Ben Solo's there and all that. So he's having these strange visions of an alternative universe, different timeline, and he's got to investigate what the fuck this means and how the fuck he got there. And that's what it is. Him and Ben Solo investigating this weird vision that he has of this other nephew, Jason Solo.
I'm gonna hold on. You fucking cheated.
How so?
You came up with two stories. You couldn't figure out which one to tell, so you're like, "Fuck it, I'll find two ways to tell both
and
these
where
fucking
the fuck
stories."
is Doctor Strange?
Hey, multiverses are popular right now, so why not? Why not go with it?
I like it. It could be fun.
No, it's fucking great, but fuck you for cheating.
Well, it's a great way to bring a legend story into current canon.
Hell yeah.
And it was, I mean, the story of the twins is a great story. So that would be a good way to bring that in. And it wouldn't affect anything timeline.
Oh, and spoiler alert. So we find out that it's from an alternate universe that got created when fucking Ezra saved Ahsoka in the weird fucking time thing. And that's what changed the directions of the universes.
Oh, I love
nice.
That.
I like that.
I like that.
All right, Kathleen, if you're listening, get on it.
So mine is not very original because it's not.
Wait, this isn't your one that you're going to give us later, right? This is a different one, right? I need to be clear here.
This is a different one.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, what a different one.
Yeah,
Because these aren't our stories. These aren't.
Yes, no, we're on our stories now.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
We're on our story.
Pay a
you
fucking
all right?
attention. Get a Snickers.
Dude,
Do we need to cut him off?
dude, I just peed, man. I forgot what was happening.
Did you piss your brains out?
Missed it right away.
The hell happened? My fucking back teeth were floating, so that might have been a possibility.
This is a good moment in the show's history. I got to tell him to get a Snickers.
That's
No,
possible.
so in kind of the same Lost Tribe of the Sith, like that book series, where you have this like really ancient Sith group that doesn't really understand like why they might have certain powers. They are on a spaceship that crashes on a planet, and now they have to interact with the locals, and they're superior because they can use the Force, but they don't let the locals on. That okay, why are they superior? Like, so they have this like these godlike powers, and they just start dominating the local like human population, and like this is how they kind of build up their civilization on this planet. They're stuck there, so now they're just going to create this godlike civilization, because hey, we're going to be stuck here. We might as well like treat everyone like think like Greek mythology.
Sure, yeah.
So now all the Sith that land on this planet now become Greek gods,
Right.
essentially, and then rule over the fucking all of the rest of the peasants.
That could be interesting. Who's the head god?
I don't.
And we're talking like way in the past, right?
Yeah.
We're
Way in the
talking like
past.
thousands of years.
Somebody
now,
has
Sith
to be
Empire
the
days.
Zeus.
Yes, there have to be one, like the ship captain or somebody, like whoever the senior Sith would be.
Yeah, but throwing the Force lightning, so that's the Zeus type.
Well, yeah, and honestly, it could be like ideally you'd want to have like a ship full of fucking like Sith ROTC kids, right? They're not necessarily full blown Sith, like more like the Padawan learners, so they don't have like full control over their abilities. But as they are like interacting with these other beings and like developing, like, oh, this is how we are increasing our powers by making these other fucks miserable. Like, all right, I'm gonna have these I'm obviously superior to you, so I'm going to have you groveling at my feet, and I'm going to feed off of your this negativity, and like, wow, I grow stronger because of that, and then that's how they get better. And then you could have also there's some that lean more towards the light side, where like,
We shouldn't be exploiting these people. They're all they're doing is helping us out.
Right.
Little touch of cockaballs.
It's just a little bit. There's a cockaball. Just a little bit.
And we're back to that already. All right.
That's
it. I mean, that would be a great show. Or, I mean, you could even tell it from like a future perspective where they're telling these stories about these gods that landed. And, you can kind of interweave it that way.
yeah.
But
So is this pre-rule of 2? Or
it'd have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Way
way.
before that.
Wait.
okay.
So if this was the Sith home world, they just had a spaceship that got fucking lost, right?
Got
Because
you.
hyperlanes aren't a real thing.
Yeah.
And this fucking spaceship gets lost, and they fucking crash on this planet.
I have a sidebar, by the way. I'm not going to name names, but somebody actually sent me a message after we had that fucking hyperspace conversation, and they're like, I know you're right. Dave's full of shit.
Whatever.
So I just wanted to bring that up.
Okay.
What
fine.
hyperspace conversation?
When we did our Star Wars astronomy episode, Dave is totally against the idea of hyperlanes, even though it's discussed all over in canon.
Listen. It's not that the hyperlanes don't exist. It's that they're the only way that hyperspace travel
Correct.
exists.
Yes. Dave's right.
That's not how
Hyperlanes
it works.
Couldn't
That's not how it
possibly be
works.
the only way to transverse 2 distances. It would just be
No.
a possible route.
Look, think of it this way, right? I made this analogy for you before. Like, it's these
We've
routes
got
that you
deep.
would take for fucking, like, think sailing ships and going to the Atlantic that are crossing to get over to the West Indies, right? They're going to take the best possible routing based on how the fucking ocean rolls, right? This is going to be the most efficient. You could still go straight across, right?
And I didn't dispute that.
Right.
But it's
Well,
going to take
And
you forever
can
to
do
get
it.
there.
No, but you could do it in hyperspace, and the fucking computers will computate all that and make sure you don't fucking hit anything.
Yeah,
Well,
more
You have to
importantly,
have the right computer to fucking do it. The Millennium Falcon has a fucking AI that fucking runs that.
3 of
X-Wings
them.
have astromechs. Fucking the
there's-
ships have fucking navigessors that are fucking sitting at the controls. Like, there's all this. Look, you sit in a fucking spacecraft. You fucking, all right, punch it, Chewie. Rip. You're fucking. They're not. All right, let's. Hey, get onto the on ramp. Everyone's using that fucking on ramp analogy in the fucking chat the other day. Oh, Dave's never heard of an on ramp. You gotta fucking get to the goddamn on ramp.
Merge, bitches!
Where's all the real space travel to fucking get to the on ramp before you get to the fucking hyperspace lane?
it would
Where's
be a
that?
series of
They're all
jumps.
traveling at light speed. You can't see them.
It would, regardless, it's a series of jumps. It's a series of planned points between A, B, then B, C, then C, D, then E, F, et cetera, et cetera. Like, there's no traffic lane through space that makes any kind of sense, because you always have variables. You have gravity, you have objects, you have
That's not-
planetoids, et
But
cetera,
that's
et
not-
cetera.
But that's not to say that there isn't like one, like, okay, here's this lane of travel that is going to have the easiest route that makes sense for, like, all right, you're going to use this as a hyperspace lane.
But that lane's only going to be valid at certain periods in space-time, because all the objects in that are in flux. So you could only use a space lane today. You couldn't use that in 4 months, because things would be different.
You guys are fucking nerds.
So, does anybody else have a show idea that they want to share? We've got
Hyperspace lane truckers.
Dragon Buddy. Ooh, that would be good.
That'd
Dragon
be
Buddy
great.
And,
I've
Brady.
been running this
I got-
road
I
for
got
6
one.
months.
All right, Brady, what you got?
Mine would deal with like a group or a platoon, I don't know how you want to call this, of rebellion soldiers after Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
And they
Like
would
still
be
chilling on Endor?
No, not chilling on Endor. They would kind of be like Luke's guys. Like, you know how how Vader had the 501st? These would be Luke's like own little special forces, if you will. they would
pretty
help
dope.
Luke go find these artifacts and things that he's searching for.
Oh yeah, because we saw a little bit of that in which game? The fucking the
Was it
fuck
Rogue? Well, we
It was I know what you're talking about.
the Battlefront 2, the single player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where he bumped into what was the guy's name, Del Mico or whatever. And Luke was looking for fucking artifacts and shit.
yeah.
Like these guys could be the dudes that escort him like throughout the galaxies. He's going to all these different places.
So
like
Luke
Rogue
is
Squadron.
attempting to create the Jedi
No,
sacred text.
These guys would just
The sacred Jedi text.
yes.
I knew that drop was coming.
These guys
Should've had it
would
when I went to the
essentially
library.
help go out on missions looking for old Jedi texts, scripture, temples, artifacts. You know, while Luke is doing this main thing, that they got this thing that connects to him. And I want to kind of do it band of brothers style. So you're following the same group. Why are you shaking your head?
The chat, they're just so distracting. They're talking about like Thrawn stripping on ladies' night. And
So basically, you have some other scribes like Jocasta
Fuck
knew.
that. No, I'm changing the whole fucking story.
You need
All right.
Thrawn naked
There,
dancing.
no. There's this planet in these hyperspace lanes that everybody bitches about how they travel them. Some people are like, there's a fucking on-ramp. Other people's like, I never fucking seen the on-ramp. Right? And there's not much going on. It's kind of a lawless planet,
Yeah.
but there's this one building.
So it's Ohio.
Yeah, it's basically Ohio. There's this one building. And by the airbase outside, strip is in the title. That's what I'm going to tell you right now.
I got a From Dusk Till Dawn vibe going right
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Things are
okay.
happening.
We don't have time for a latte. Who can have a blowjob? We're busy.
We got Twi'leks.
You got me.
Okay.
I'm up.
And
I'm in.
they're on the stage.
Yeah.
They're doing some dancing.
Yeah. I got dollars for Twi'leks
Are
all
they
night
pouring
long.
drinks down their lekus like into dudes' mouths?
Oh, that would be hot, bro.
Now they are.
That's a thing I didn't ever
they
think
are.
about.
They just did.
Yeah, that just happened.
That's just
She puts both her lekus behind her and she pours a beer down the back of her neck, goes down. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, and basically all this is about spice and laundering money at this fucking strip club in the fucking outer ring.
But can we call the strip club the Sidebar Cantina?
Ooh.
No.
What?
Why?
'Cause
All right.
because
It's your fucking story, bro.
it's just called ATSW. Nobody knows why.
just our best ATSW.
It's just
Yeah.
Airbus
It-
ATSW strippers.
It's
That's all it
interesting.
says.
It's interesting Brady brings that up. We just had our show reviewed by a professional podcast reviewer. I believe the show is called Just One Listen. And the first thing the guy says is, I have no idea what ATSW means. Can somebody fucking email me and tell me what the fuck ATSW means?
He's not lying.
Yeah. He's like,
Obviously, something Star Wars.
yeah, I'm assuming it's got something to do with Star Wars, but I mean, really?
Oh, that's good.
It was really funny.
And I'm getting help from the chat in this story. This strip club is before we know of Garza Fwip on Tatooine. This is when she owned her first establishment.
Oh man, Garza Thwip fucking
And the mini
stripping?
adventures that it's kind of like Cheers meets a strip club.
Flip stripping.
I love it, and it already sounds far more interesting than Book of Boba Fett. So I'm in.
I so agree.
Yeah.
Maybe she slipped out the back door during the explosion and she starts a strip club.
No.
She slips in the back door and starts a strip club.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Call the bar Tashi Station.
What, do you want to get some converters to something?
Yeah. I'd like to get converted. How you doing?
Balls, just a little bit.
Aryans.
Oh my god.
Aryans.
All right, Dragon Buddy.
Well, that's rough following.
I made some
Yeah, I know, right?
sandwiches
So
and cut some
you
cantaloupe.
better have a good one because
Dragon Buddy, go get me a carrot.
Oh, carrots.
no pressure though.
I would like to see, since we're already doing fake looks and de-aging process and stuff, I would like to see some form of Shadows of the Empire. That bit of time between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It was like the storyline that almost became canon with video games. There's toys.
So, and you're
comics.
talking about repeating that same story,
Repeating
with
that same story on
and...
screen.
Okay.
Yeah, with Prince Caesar and even going into Luke, getting with the Bothans to get the plans for the second Death Star, and then Dash Rendar's entire, the video game centered a lot on him, where he was looking for Boba Fett. They were trying to save Han before he was delivered. I think there's a decent storyline in there to kind of give you that in between, from Luke, hugging his sister, Yoda's gone, to I am the one that sent the holographic message to Jabba.
Now wait, do a lot of Bothans die in this story? I don't want it to fuck up A New Hope's canon.
Spoiler alert, yes.
Look at him shaking his head. Motherfucker.
Can I mute him? Is there a way I can just mute their microphones?
Wait,
Yes,
that's fucked
actually,
up. I
you
didn't
have
say
a
shit.
I should do that.
Brady's going down with him.
That's bullshit, Jason.
So, but, and Chris, I think, you really kind of nailed it too when you said that they were putting a lot behind this, because Lucas, like he said after this came out, it's like, this is like the only book that I'm considering canon. They put the video game behind it. They did a soundtrack to the book.
Yeah,
it was like a full orchestration.
Card games, there's RPGs, tabletop.
Yeah, they really went all in on this,
Yeah.
and I remember that very well, and that'd be great for them to kind of revisit and kind of bring it into the current canon.
I mean, you could steer clear of more of the Luke, leaving him as a background character if you wanted to, and make it about Dash Rendar. But the fight between Vader and the Prince, the Prince trying to overthrow Vader, and Vader catching on to it and finally killing him. It's a great storyline across multimedia.
No, I agree. That would be a good story. And something that you like. All right, we can see current characters and we won't get fucking tired of it. It's
Right.
like, all right, we've heard the story, we know the supposition. Like, all right, this is something that's different. I like that.
You got some balls and some cock. You gotta stroke his slug or at least bite his nuts.
All right, so let's finish this up. And I had one last question for everybody, if you're still sober enough to answer.
What the fuck does that mean?
Oh, nothing.
The best part is I'm not drinking.
Yeah.
And I'm
You're
just-
fucked up on Diet Coke, Dave. Don't you fucking play us.
I mean,
Bitch.
Diet Coke.
He's drinking the good stuff.
That's right.
It's not even from Wawa. Stop.
I know.
Oh, isn't that Wawa closed now? The one that we took them to in Philly? I'm pretty sure that one closed.
Different Wawa.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
And
You
that
took
one's
me to
cool.
one where I had to shit.
How did they
so
close
bad.
a Wawa?
Do you remember that? We
It's
were like,
not a
I
fucking Sheets.
I had to shit
Right.
so bad, and they were like, "We're going here." And they dropped me off at a Wawa.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, somebody in there was angry.
Was it?
Yeah, I was doing my business, and he was upset.
I was sitting next to a growler today at work. I was like, damn, bro, you're going to be good?
It happens. Dude. Some people get upset when there's poo involved.
I'm telling you.
Are you shitting in this bathroom? I'm sorry, sir. That's what we do.
Yeah. How you going to be a Wawa and ask for a Diet Pepsi?
Don't ask for a Diet Pepsi. Go in
So-
the fucking cooler and get that shit.
Anyway, we're talking about Star Wars on Disney Plus. Is this the future
We
of
are?
cinematic Star Wars? Like
I said this before it happened. Yes.
Yep.
No.
And
Yes.
I kind of agree that this is the direction they need to go with very, very sparse theatrical releases.
Agreed.
Like very, very sparse. I think.
Agreed.
I think they've, for the most part, they've kind of found a good stride with presenting Star Wars on Disney Plus.
You can let the stories breathe.
Yes.
They don't have to be crammed into 2 or what like most Marvel movies are almost 3 hours now.
Yeah.
You don't have to cram it in 3 hours. You can let it breathe for 6 to 8 episodes or a couple seasons.
True.
I think
but
that. Go ahead.
Are we losing something though? Are we losing something from not having the cinematic experience?
Yes.
To an extent. I mean, there's definitely, like, going to the movies is an experience in and of itself with the sound and the big screen and everything, but like don't you start to lose some of that mystique when you have these movies coming out all the fucking time? Isn't that why they pulled back? You know, because obviously there was a potential quality issue when
or here's a crazy one. Times are a fucking changing. We went from fucking what? Beta 8 tapes to fucking VHS tapes to DVDs to streaming. Like,
and
fuck off.
And I'll be honest, every time I walk into fucking Costco, I'm tempted to buy that 85-inch fucking TV that's sitting in there, like, calling my name.
I thought you were going to say you're tempted to buy a copy of The Last Jedi.
No. I actually already own that on Blu-ray. But
I fucked up, guys.
Like, these TVs are getting so fucking big, and they're getting a lot cheaper. Like, that's practically a theater
I've
experience
seen
right
your
there.
living room. Why the fuck don't you have an 85-inch TV, you rich bastard?
I ask myself that all the fucking time, and for some
dude,
reason, I
you
always
need
talk
one.
myself out of it.
No, don't talk yourself. You need a big ass TV in that fucking
He
living
could put
room.
on a full-on opera in that living room.
Yeah, and then there's like a bar off to the other side,
Yeah,
just chilling, hanging out.
Yeah.
Like, what's up, Jason?
Yeah.
You want to come drink me, bitch?
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. You
absolutely.
fucking gave up on drinking. Enjoy your fucking shitty movie on your shitty little TV, you little bitch.
Oh, wow.
All jokes aside, John Williams could put on a fucking concert in this dude's living room.
Oh, God. I think you might have killed Dave.
And then we walked around the corner into his dining room, and he's got a like Vladimir Putin table in there. There's
Yeah,
enough for
like he's like, you want a slice
800
of
fucking people at this table.
Right, he's like, you want a slice of pizza? I have 32 larges you can choose from.
Yeah.
It was quite a variety of pizza that night.
Clearly the wealthiest friend I've ever had.
Yeah, it's true.
Guys are
He's
acting
like, in my
I'm a-
refrigerator, we have purified watered ice. Enjoy, good sir.
I was trying to be a good host.
You did. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we're just busting your balls.
No, I was fine. Your kids were shining my shoes. I was
Yeah,
like,
they
"God
were
damn,
great.
This is
They were
amazing.
They were great. Do you have a couple of toppings? Yeah, I do. Shit.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have a nickel? My dad beats me.
My kids did not say that.
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah.
No, they didn't say that, but their eyes sure as fuck did.
They were like, you see the size of this living room? There's no TVs in here. What the fuck?
It's crazy.
He makes me watch on a 19-inch monitor.
You know what the fuck he told me to do last Friday night? He said, color. What the fuck is coloring?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
The only thing that keeps me sane is listening to the trains drive by at night.
And even then, I want to take my own life. I've had it living here. Help me, guys. I want out. But that
So,
pepperoni pizza was delicious, dude.
It
Thank
was
you.
a good pizza.
It was a good ass pizza.
Yeah.
So Brady and I are in agreement that the Disney Plus is where the future of cinematic Star Wars should be. What about everybody else?
Yes.
Me personally, I think that there still should be some movies. I still want to see.
And I'm not saying like shit can movies at theaters completely,
No.
but
I think you should still be striving for having like a trilogy. Like I think every, you can't have it the same level of content like where you have it every other year or every even 5 years. But like having a trilogy of epic content every decade,
Well,
I think it would be
Yeah, every
fantastic.
decade. It's fair.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
you to ride on that though? Like right now, people are talking about this Mandoverse. So do a few seasons of these Mandoverse shows, and then do a trilogy like Dave is talking about, where you
Yeah.
bring it all together with this trilogy of movies,
Or
and you touch peepees.
you don't do that. You do one movie and call it The Rise of Mandalore.
That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
And you just do a great big movie, 2.5 hours, Avengers style, of all these characters coming together about how Mandalore came back into power.
I don't necessarily mind that as a movie. I just don't think that that's a trilogy worthy. Like,
No,
you can
not a
have that,
trilogy.
like, a Rogue One style, like kind of one-off like movie, as long as the score is better than fucking Rogue One, but still have like once a decade have the like this epic trilogy of movies that you're like, here's this theater experience. Yeah, it's going to come out on Disney Plus, and yeah, you're going to be able to have the at-home experience too. But I mean, for me, going into, let's say this is the next decade, like I have to wait until like 20 whatever, right?
Like if we're waiting 10 years, then it'd be 2029
Right.
when we see the next trilogy.
And you know, whatever movie theaters are going to be like in those days, if they even exist. I mean, who knows? At
I
that
think the
point,
pandemic changed movie theater
Yeah,
going forever.
But we all
Yeah.
thought a couple years ago, we thought that the pandemic was going to kill movie theaters.
I
and it
think
didn't.
It changed how we receive movies. Though.
It changed it,
Yeah.
but it did not kill movie theaters. People still want to go to the movie.
But there's a fuckload less of them.
But I also
less.
think post sequel trilogy, Disney's gun shy about what they're going to put into for a blockbuster movie, and I think
Yeah.
the future of Disney Plus is giving us that workable space for them to find a way to write a good story.
Yeah, well, and they need to just have some fucking like cohesion between the three fucking movies, and not just like give three random directors and writers
Right.
like, okay, go make your own movie, and we'll just squash them together as a fucking
that
trilogy.
mistake will never happen again.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking they learned from that shit. I'm thinking they're like, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna have a start and a fucking finish.
Let's look at this like objectively. When episode 4, 5, and 6 were made, George Lucas was the creative vision, and there were 3 directors.
Yep.
When episode 7, 8, 9?
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, math is tough now. When 7, 8, 9 came out, Kathleen Kennedy said, I'm going to do 3 directors, and I'm going to give them all creative license. So instead of having an overseer over 3 different directors, allowing them to be creative within a vision, you allowed 3 different people to have a vision. Well, not really. You had 2 people have a vision, and 1 person have to come in and retcon half of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Like
that was the thing. Like you had to bring JJ back to
Right.
have some semblance of some completion.
All the things that are wrong with The Rise of Skywalker, no, not all the things. Let's be honest. Maybe 60% of the things that are wrong with Rise of Skywalker are about retconning the stuff that Rian Johnson decided he was going to do.
I mean, it's probably. I mean,
That's
it could
fair.
be 63% if
Yeah.
we're making up numbers.
But
Yeah,
and I think
I'm just pulling that figure out of my ass, but I bet you at least 60% of what drove what happened in that movie.
Sure. And like for the future, and to Dragon Buddy's point, you know, if you're gonna do a new fucking trilogy or a new cinematic movie, get your shit together.
You have-
fucking do it right. Bring your
You
fucking
have
A game.
one person with the vision,
Yeah.
and you
And
don't.
his name has to be Dave Filoni.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dave Filoni is the producer,
And Dave Filoni, we trust.
Yes.
and John
100%.
Favreau, maybe Filoni, Favreau, producers, executive producers,
That'd be
and then
amazing.
you have what's the one lady's name? Something Cho, maybe.
Deborah
Chow?
Chow.
Deborah
Deborah
Who's
Chow.
doing, Obi-Wan. Yeah.
And there's a couple other ones that Dallas Price Howard did good episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then maybe you give those people a movie under the executive direction of some people that understand Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm fucking in. Kathleen, get
Yeah.
on that shit.
Yeah.
If she
you
would
know,
just listen to us and take our ideas and do them, then
I understand
smart,
why
like
people
us.
are pissed off at Kathleen Kennedy, but ultimately she was not in the director chair for some of that bullshit.
No, but the fish rots from the head.
Yeah.
on that.
100%.
And I think that there's some culpability there. Like when you make that decision, and what's really ironic is somebody like Kathleen Kennedy, who has been involved in this for so long, like been involved in Star Wars for so long, to make a decision like that and think that it would work out
Yes.
was just bad. Just
But-
bad Kathleen. Bad.
I think
Bad.
100% what she
Bad.
didn't understand about it was when George made the movies he made, he was the executive producer, and then he delegated responsibility. Whereas she delegated all that responsibility to the people whose job it was to pilot the individual ships, but not to run the mission.
Well, and I think too that there probably was some expectation of like, hey, this is Star Wars, so this story is going to write itself.
Yeah.
Type thing. Like Jesus take the wheel, or
Yeah.
Haldo take the wheel and do some maneuvers.
It kind of parallels what we got going on overseas. You know, you look at what our buddy Vlad's doing. Like, it's not an overarching military mind. It's a bunch of little people doing shit that doesn't make any sense with what that guy's doing.
I'm not going to speak at all about anything that's going on
Okay, fair enough.
over there.
Yeah, we should never do that.
Why?
No, not well, just because reasons, jobs.
Yeah.
Jobs.
I don't know that that's politics.
Well, it is politics, but
Okay, fair enough.
regardless of that, it's more about like just day-to-day work,
Yeah.
and I don't want to talk about work.
Oh, you know what? I apologize. I didn't realize how closely you guys are related to that subject.
Yeah, work. It's work. I don't want to talk about work. I want to talk about Star Wars.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that's pretty much everything we had, though.
That's
we're done with the
bullshit,
notes.
Jason.
I know. That's all I had. So
That's it? 2 hours and 40 minutes
No,
you're
Jason,
spent?
I'm not fucking having it, bro.
okay. Well, what would you like to talk about then, Brady?
No, don't you put this shit on me. This is your fucking show.
We went through all my notes. I had a structure.
Did we really?
We went through everything.
Don't
That's
you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
That's how this works in
I don't believe
the Sidebar
that.
Cantina. You know, we have notes, we go through them, we finish our discussions, and when we're done, it's like it's time to go.
No.
Yes.
I don't buy it. There was no this or that. It doesn't feel right.
Well, we changed things up because you guys were on. So
We're not
So
good enough
you
for
see
this
what
or
you
that.
see the response to that was just silence.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
upset.
We're not good enough for this
Silence.
or that.
It
That's
fucking,
what I heard.
I give this show 2.5 blue barbed Thrawn penises.
wow.
Somebody
Wow.
create that graphic, please.
Oh my!
Thrawn
No, please
Barbed
don't.
Yeah,
Please
two
don't.
and a
I don't
half.
think you can put that on Instagram,
Don't do
Dave.
that.
Two and a half.
Is that a blue barb penis? Not on my fucking Instagram. It isn't.
Like, no. Your blue barb penis has violated Instagram's policy.
I did it
what
just
the
for
fuckisms.
Insta to
Yeah.
say that.
We're going to get Jason kicked off of Facebook again, and I'm not even sure he's on it.
He's just gonna
It's
get
been a
on there.
while
He's
since
gonna
I've
be
gotten any
like,
kind
have
of warnings."
anybody else heard of blue barb penises? And then they're gonna be like, bam! This guy knows something.
Even Elon Musk has been like, no, bro.
We don't talk about the blue barb penises.
Yeah, we
Not
can't
yet.
talk about
Fun.
that shit, bro.
That's good.
Fucking barbed cat penises. I just. Look,
You had no idea, did you?
I
They
had
get
no
stuck,
idea.
bro. They get
Yeah.
stuck. They
Never
can't get
It's
off
a
each
whole
other.
thing.
Yeah, it's not good.
So what is it, like a Chinese finger trap?
It's kind of like a I mean,
No, it's more like those little bastard fucking seeds that get trapped on your laces and your shoes when you walk through a field. It's not good.
sand spurs.
Yes.
Those have a name.
Yeah,
Besides
sand spurs.
annoying?
Sand spurs. Fucking ouch.
Yeah.
So I
owls.
saw a picture the other day of I think they're called goat head spurs. Instead of round, they're like triangular, and on the top they're like
They curve.
spines are long as
And they
yes. And I was like, those look scary. I don't want those on my shoes ever.
I think those were in Florida, and I stepped on them.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
There it is.
Everything in Florida to step on is owie.
Well,
Fire
everything
ants.
in Florida is generally not my favorite thing.
Yeah,
except
Florida
for Disney.
is kind of like
It's a giant
small
sand spur.
Australia.
Yeah.
where everything's just trying to kill you.
all the time. Alligators are like laying on your apartment door. Like you're like, what the
Like, I see these videos of fucking gators just walking through a neighborhood. I'm like, fuck that.
Well, they
Right.
do that shit in South Carolina too. I mean,
And fuck
Yeah,
that
but if-
too. I'm not going to South Carolina.
if
to live
things
either.
get crazy here, we might have like a gaggle of turkeys walking across the street. Like
Right.
there's no alligators. There's
Right.
the most vicious animal around here really is like maybe a coyote, or if you're lucky enough to run into a wolverine.
It's not happening.
a lucky.
Yeah, I was gonna say
enough
lucky
to-
isn't quite the word I would use,
Yeah.
but
It's pretty. You'd be pretty lucky to. They're that far from extinct. There's not a lot of them around here.
Chantal in the chat said she, because she lives in Florida, she said they literally have a road called Alligator
Yeah,
Alley.
fuck that road. Fuck that whole road.
Yeah, isn't that
Florida
like
is literally a
going to-
meme too.
Yeah.
You know what I'd call
It's
that?
a meme farm. It's a meme farm. That's what
It
it
is.
I put my truck in 4-wheel drive, and I call that speed bump lane.
is. Yeah, your truck's only going to take so much of that though.
I don't know.
That's a hefty-ass speed truck.
And knowing those motherfuckers, they'll just keep walking. Be like, what the fuck was that? No.
Boom.
Yeah, I got those 21-inch rims. We're gonna get busy.
Yeah.
Well, you seen the one
Are they
one
spinning?
fucking video of the
No.
alligator that rips the other alligator's leg off, right?
No.
He that somebody's
Oh,
feeding him
yeah.
where there's like chickens or turkeys involved, and he fucking launches on
Oh,
the fucking
does he
dude
death
and
roll?
he does the death
Fuck
roll
that.
and rips and the alligator doesn't even fucking flinch.
Bro.
He's just like,
Alligator's
oh, I
like,
guess I
"God
lost
damn
my
it."
leg.
All right.
They're
this is
just-
why you should not be. Listen, people. Here's your PSA for the fucking day. Don't feed alligators anything.
Chickens?
Don't do it.
Anything.
Yeah, don't do it.
They'll fucking sustain themselves. Don't be fucking
Yeah.
feeding them.
Not
shit.
a
Don't go to
Reese's
Big Al's
Pieces
fucking-
cup. Not a
Not-
chicken. Don't
Don't
do
go to
it.
Big Al's alligator farm and fucking proliferate
Right.
this fucking shit. Leave those rednecks. Let them fucking get eaten by these
Yeah.
goddamn things.
That's
And
true.
just let Darwin fucking have their way. Speaking
Yeah.
of fucking Darwin, and somebody had brought it up early. I saw a cyclist. We didn't do our weeks,
Oh fuck! Just try not to hit him with your car, but want to hit him with your car so bad.
dude. So here's what's fucked up, and like I'm doing like for grad school. In this class, it's all about this cognition, right? And in front of this dump truck, right? I was going driving to the base, right? Where we work, it's out in the middle of fucking nowhere. And it's out in the middle of farms and everything. So it's these real narrow roads. And this morning, it's not nice out this morning. It was like rainy. It was kind of shitty.
Yeah.
So you would never think that some fucking asshole is going to be on his fucking bike pedaling away. Right? Fucking in his little outfit with the fucking helmet, the whole thing, pedaling away. Nope. There he is in front of a fucking dump truck. In front of the dump truck. Not like over to the side so the dump truck can go by. No. In front of the fucking dump truck.
Yeah.
And the reason I knew it was a cyclist, because dump truck's like going super slow. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? I could look underneath the dump truck and see the skinny ass fucking tires. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker.
Was he
motherfucker-
wearing? Was he wearing a Ohio State jersey for any reason?
No.
Or
No,
too
it-
soon?
But he had the whole fucking get up, and I'm just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, if it was a perfectly nice day and you want to go out and ride your fucking bike, go for it. Do your thing. Whatever. But at 8 o'clock in the fucking morning, it was 7:30 in the fucking morning, right? On a rainy day, you're out there on your fucking little pedicle, fucking going along. Like, dude, just fucking
And there's no way he didn't feel or see or hear that dump truck behind him. Get out of the fucking way.
get out.
Yeah,
I'm-
don't be a douchebag and sit in the middle of the fucking road.
So I am between 5 to 9 miles from 2 long-range bike paths.
Okay.
And I encounter these assholes almost daily. I'm like, you're literally a couple of miles away from your own fucking road, you prick.
Yeah, I can't even, like, when I saw that skinny tire, like, dude, I'm literally like this. I'm listening to this morning. What I was listening to was I had my heavy mix on for my heavy mix playlist. So, and it was in the middle of Battery by Metallica.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm
that's
listening to
not
that,
good.
And I got that turned up I got that turned up to about fucking 11.
Nice.
And I'm behind a dump truck. and I see underneath the fucking tires, I see that skinny ass tire, and it just fucking. I was like, "You motherfucker!"
Fuck
right?
that guy.
And
Battery.
yeah, like I wanted the dump truck to pass him just enough so that like it would just kind of like flop him over the fucking side of the road, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And to be fair and honest, like those dudes feel like they're completely in their rights to be inconvenient to everyone.
Like they're a car. They're
How
like,
is that
hey,
to be fair and honest? Fuck those dudes.
Yeah, but they believe because the pedestrian laws are written as such, they think that they're completely okay pissing everyone else off.
Well, but
In the
Right.
pedestrian laws, it says you can drive in the middle of the fucking road.
It kind of does.
I'm gonna
it
look
kinda
that up.
does.
That's bullshit.
It
can
kind of
treat-
does.
It treats them like they're a vehicle.
Yeah.
And what's fucked up is though when you're on like the skinny ass 2-lane road and you're like I'm a dump truck driver and I don't have enough road to get around this cocksucker, like, and this dude's not moving, motherfucker, I'm gonna try and drive enough so the air pushes you out of the fucking way.
I'm gonna beep the horn at least every
I'm
quarter
GTA
mile.
and that shit, and I'm running his ass over.
Like
Yes.
that's when you fucking Jake brake
Yeah.
and just fucking
Boom.
shift. Hopefully, you
What?
fucking
I
hear it.
didn't even see
It's
him.
really hard for me as a pedestrian in a vehicle, or a passenger in a vehicle, to not like swing the door open when we pass those people.
Like
Smashing through the boundaries, lunacies, filmmaking myself the best.
You gotta flick pennies at the window out. That's the
Oh
best.
yeah,
Roll
with the
down
snap,
the window and just flick pennies at him.
I'm not
yeah,
wasting
like a
pennies.
beer cap. Dink.
I'm not wasting pennies on those fuckers. I'll pick up some pea gravel and fucking throw it down on the ground.
Dave's like, I don't waste pennies. I run them bitches.
I'm with you though. Like that kind of just blatant disregard for your fellow man just drives me to the fucking moon. And this guy's always like, why does that piss you off so much? And I'm like, listen, motherfucker. And he's like, you're just angry for no reason.
I've never said that about bicyclists.
Not about bicyclists, but almost any other thing.
Yeah, because you're an asshole.
I'm an asshole. Like 100%.
Asshole.
I'm an oleo.
It's true.
That's me.
It's true.
I just like there's things that crawl up under my skin,
That are
plant
stupid
little
as
baby
fuck
eggs, and make me angry for weeks.
because you're dumb.
Yes.
Okay. I just want the people to know that.
Yeah, but why do you think I don't understand that?
I don't know. You're.
I
just
understand it's folly.
dumb. I wish you did. No, you don't. Because if you did, you'd let it fucking go.
It doesn't mean it's not wrong. It just means that it's folly for me to be upset about it.
I understand it's folly.
It's just silly.
It's my.
At least you're willing to admit that.
Yes.
Yes. Like if I get a pizza and it's not cooked all the fucking way, the guy that makes pizzas all fucking day knows that pizza wasn't done and he put it in the box any fucking way.
This guy. He's like, can I get that pizza extra crispy, please?
Yeah, can you cook that well done?
Well done.
No. Oof. No.
Yeah, he's that guy.
No. Listen.
He's that guy.
You need to not go to that pizza place. First of all,
That's all the pizza
Where?
places here.
you live in the wrong part of the world.
Almost every pizza place anywhere near me puts those pizzas in those stupid fucking conveyors. They don't even cook pizzas anymore. They let a machine fuck it up for them.
Like a fucking Sabaro's kind of place where they just fucking prep the thing and put it on the conveyor belt and it like slides into the heat. It's
Now,
like-
back in the
the
day
chains do
here,
that.
the guy at Sabaro's would take it and put it in a pizza oven. They don't do that shit no more.
Yeah.
Times
they
are
do.
changing.
That's
They
what they do at Costco too, I think. The way they make their pizzas is
but
they put it under like the fucking
Don't you
conveyors.
fucking no? Listen, Costco's got some good little calm
Their
the
pizza's
fuck
good.
down right
I like
now.
their pizzas.
Okay, all right, okay. No, you keep
but
saying
they
what you're saying.
prepare them the same way.
You're good. You're good.
I
thought
wasn't
you were gonna
prepared
get-
for
I thought-
Brady to defend Costco.
I thought you were gonna go in a place I didn't think was necessary.
No,
but you
man, I
keep
actually
talking.
really do like their pizza. Despite the
Okay,
fact
dude.
that
And then you get
And the
yourself,
gas is cheap too.
yeah, you get yourself a little 32-ounce drink. You sit down. You've been like, I deserve this slice of pizza because I just did battle with all these crazy motherfuckers. And
Yeah.
then you had to get in line. And getting in line at Costco or Sam's Club, fuck that.
Yeah,
Well, see,
you're
you know,
not wrong.
Costco. The one thing Costco needs to get on board with is that you going into the app and checking out your own shit.
Yeah.
Like and be able
Oh,
to pay for it
yeah.
so you don't have to get into fucking line. Like you can kind of go as you go. Because
Yep.
Sam's Club does that. Like, so you can go in there and, oh my God.
Oh
there's a person.
shit, son! She's bringing the goodies.
Did
It's
you bring
early,
me brownies?
Kristen. I'm sorry, I'm yelling at your
Holy
guys'
shit.
headset.
Yeah, she
You're
can't
way
hear
too
you.
Wait,
pretty
so
to
what, we're
bring desserts to that
Are we
motherfucker.
splitting them? Like, oh my god, look
Kristen
at,
needs
look at
to
the
hear
size
us.
of this brownie. Look
Where
how
the
big
fuck
this
is Kristen going?
That's for me.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look
and
how
then
big
she
this
just
is.
closed the door like that. I'm not really happy right now. We should just
that.
end the show.
All right, look at that.
Because
So-
fuck this. And there's. Is that an ice cream fucking sandwich?
I don't know if it's ice cream or if that's just a lot of fucking frosting.
I'm
in the
gonna
middle there.
mukbang that
So-
from here.
I'm gonna, so I can eat this fucking thing. I'm gonna go ahead and give the Red 5 news.
Do it.
Monday night positivity is contagious with the Red 5 Network. WSTR Media goes live at 10 p.m. Eastern with Across the Universe 25th anniversary. At midnight on the East Coast, join S&P Late Night over on the Salty Nerd podcast, where they are reviewing episodes 5 and 6 of the new Amazon Prime series Outer Range.
God damn, Dave loves his food.
The Red 5 Network has 37 amazing.
I'm 37?
Red 5 Network has 37 amazing podcasts in their family. From live streams to audio drops on your favorite podcasting app to pre-recorded YouTube episodes and shorts. They're literally something for every personality. Browse through bio.link/red5. That's bio.link/red5. Check out the daily promos or shoot Lunar Girl a DM on any of our socials so she can suggest something you'll absolutely love that is perfect for you. Totally not kidding. Stop breathing.
Stop breathing.
Who's breathing?
Good lord, man.
What was that?
Somebody
Just say it all in one breath, you piece of shit.
Yeah, you took like 9 breaths in there. Like, let's be
No.
reasonable
Somebody-
here.
One of you is like, like into the microphone. We had radio operators that would be on hot mic, and
yeah.
they would just fucking breathe into the microphone, and it's just like, knock it off, motherfucker. Like, you're on hot mic. Don't have the fucking thing right underneath your nose. I'm gonna shove the whole goddamn thing up your ass.
Mikey does that shit when we're playing video games. He's like,
Oh, like on Xbox Live or something?
I'm like, what the
will-
fuck, dude?
I will find you, and I will terminate your connection.
To life.
In Cantina Family Happenings, the Used and Abused Pod will be taking it easy tomorrow and having a chill stream. Join Scott and Kim in their live chat, 5 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. On Wednesday, ATSW The Escape Pod.
Fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys.
Fucking pieces of shit.
Shit bags. Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what they're not going to have on Wednesday? Big ass brownies like this.
You don't fucking know that. I got 2 days to put that shit together.
That looks like a horse turd anyways.
Yeah, let's see it. Yeah.
Whip it out on Wednesday. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if
I
yours
might.
is bigger than ours.
So small.
Oh, it could be.
So smooth.
That's so smooth.
Escape Pod will be celebrating Star Wars Day with 45 years of A New Hope. Join Donnell Snooch, Brady Big Lovin', and Dragon Buddy in their live chat at 7:05 Eastern on YouTube.
How
Those
lucky
three
is
guys.
that
Those
we
three
get to
guys
do a
right there.
420 show and a May the 4th show?
It's like you planned it out or something.
That's-
Pretty
It's
wild.
welcome
nice.
to 2022, son.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
fucked next year.
Yeah. Next year, we got to wait, what,
Forever.
forever. Man,
And you got a leap
totally-
year.
I mean,
Yeah,
is an
fucking-
estimate.
What are we talking about?
So when we
Jason, just let it happen.
I think you got 3 more years.
On
what's
Lunar,
going on.
on Thursday, you can find
On
Lunar Girl
Thursday, you can
Merciless-
find Little Girl, and she does stuff.
Cock and balls. On Thursday, you can
I
find
made some
Lunar Girl
sandwiches and I
Merciless.
cut some cantaloupe. I think maybe you can eat a little, then maybe stroke your cock and balls.
Fuck me in the gotas.
On Thursday, you can find Lunar Girl the Merciless getting her Sith on with Bravo, General Kenobi, and a Mandalorian on Star Wars The Old Republic.
Look what I can do.
It's so hot.
The gaming sesh will be hosted on 97 Bravo on Twitch and YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern.
My mom says I can get a new pair of boots.
Find this crew again on Sunday evening at 7 Eastern on the new Red 5 Gaming Twitch and YouTube channels. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to say it anyway.
It smells like glue.
Pop into the live chat anytime and say hey. And then just play with your cock and balls just a little bit.
Now you got to figure out how to go from that voice to Hank and then back to that voice
God.
without skipping a beat.
Subscribe to Layman's Terms on YouTube and check out episode 2.0, number 5, Partridge Family and Ice Cream. Give him a follow on Facebook for updates.
The Orange and Fett Show released episode 28, The Phantom Menace. Subscribe to them on Spotify and give it a listen. And be notified of upcoming releases.
Big Sweet is gearing up for a huge release and a live stream in the near future.
Chat with him on Discord, follow his updates on Instagram, and check out some hits of the quarantine sessions on MZ Studios on YouTube.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
You can find us. You can find us at bio.link/Sidebar Cantina, where you'll find our links to YouTube, audio, Patreon, and our latest Spotify mixed music tape, and all social media platforms, including Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and Discord, TikTok.
This is the section of the show where we all cry while Dave makes us laugh.
Also in the bio link is our TeePublic merch shop. We have t-shirts, hoodies, and a wide variety of design, sizes, and colors. Sidebar Cantina face masks, tote bags, phone cases, exclusive stickers, and pins. Just about anything you can imagine. Please tag us with your merch so Lunar Girl can share it on the socials.
Oh my God.
Reviews. Please write us a 5-star review. Do we have reviews?
I don't know.
Please write us a 5-star review on your favorite podcasting app or on our Facebook page. Screenshot it and DM us the pic on Instagram and Twitter.
My review is 5 stars. It's the funniest shit I ever heard.
Oh God.
Tell us what you love about the show. We will read your review word for word on our next episode. Plus, Lunar Girl will send you swag.
It never ends.
She hasn't thrown any swag at anyone in a few weeks, and she's going through withdrawals.
She's going through withdrawals. I don't know.
But we did get a couple of pictures from people who did just get buckets of swag. That was kind of cool.
Very good.
It's so full
Buckets of swag. It was so gooey.
buckets of Swede.
Oh God. Buckets of
Sammy,
poo-swede.
jump in front of a fucking truck. You don't want a sad and whiny Lunar Girl, do you? Do the right thing.
Gotta respect the condom.
Sammy, jump in
Gotta
front of a fucking truck.
He's 5 fucking years old. What are you talking about? A fucking condom?
Respect.
I'll put a condom on your fucking tombstone, you motherfucker.
Fatty McGee.
But I
Now
like the
tell me
swag.
it's either two people fucking or doing the military press.
They're doing a military press. No, they definitely fucking.
We are two dudes fucking. Ain't no weights in here, just my balls.
Those are definitely people having sex.
No, I'm sorry, sir. That was two people doing the military press.
Oh,
Christ.
Fuck.
so I was gonna say
No, you weren't.
we should have you guys on more often, but I don't know if I can take it. I don't know if I can do this more than once a year.
I just want to say that we went 3 hours on comics and cosmetics, and we just fucked this show for 3 hours.
Oh my God.
Well, you did a pretty good job of doing the same thing here. So
Yep.
I'd like to say
Congratulations.
I didn't break a sweat, but that last like 10 minutes, I'm like,
I'm verklempt. Oh God.
yeah,
Talk
I'm
amongst yourselves.
talk amongst
Oh, God.
yourselves.
Just play with your cock and balls just a little bit.
Scott says he can't breathe either.
we might have killed everybody in the chat.
There is a lot of laughy emojis in the chat. Like if you guys were getting paid by the giggle emoji, like you're gonna make bank on this episode.
Bitch.
Bitch.
So that being said, we've got desserts here that we need to get to.
Yes.
That's
So,
bullshit. I didn't get a
Mouth
dessert.
banging.
Fat old horse.
So
nerds.
we'll probably still stay on. But, we're going to bring a close to the show proper by saying thank you to all 3 of you from the Escape Pod
Yes.
for
Hell
joining
yeah.
us. This was a hell of a lot of fun. We need to do this again very soon.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Once I can move my cheekbones again. But yeah, no, this is awesome. Thanks for coming on and having this chat. Can't wait for Obi-Wan. And
Are
yeah,
you
that's right. We
sure?
were talking about Star Wars.
Are you sure?
Are we
you
going to
sure?
talk about the draft after this?
draft.
We can.
Are we going to do overtime?
That
Yeah,
just sounds
fuck it.
Sure.
Let's
We'll
talk
just
about
do
the
it as
draft.
part of the after show.
That's
so.
fun.
Well, so yeah, stick around for the after show if you want to hear about all that. But in the meantime, thank you to all the Escape Pod guys. Check them out on Wednesday nights on YouTube. And until next time, Dave and everybody else, may the force be with you.
May the force be with you.
Go
Jason,
fuck yourself.
go fuck yourself.
Oh, and go fuck yourself.
Everyone go fuck themselves.
Oh, fuck
Everybody's
myself, I
fucking
did.
themselves and stroking their cock and balls.
Okay, now what do I click?
All right, recording is over. Jesus Christ.
You guys are silly.
Are you sure
We
it's
are.
over?
We are. Oh, good God.
It still says live.
Yeah, we're still live.
Yeah, we're still.
But now
Yeah.
this is the after. I stopped recording on
Oh,
Everyone can hear us, but nobody can hear us.
oh shit.
the. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, we're still live.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, divide and conquer.
Yeah, well, why don't you start? You.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is, right? Are you just as excited as I am? He sounded like it.
Oh my God.
I don't, dude.
This is a lot. I can eat like maybe half of a brownie.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need a to-go bag.
Yeah.
No, fucking do it. Jerk
here, I'm
off
gonna
with
do
that
this.
shit like fucking
I have
Ben
your fucking
Stiller.
dick beaters all over those.
To be fair, though, Jason, you're
To be
not
fair.
a real eater.
Yeah,
No.
you're not an eater.
Like I feel like me, Dragon Buddy, Brady
I can unhitch
Dave.
my jaw.
can fucking eat some stuff, and I feel like you're like, I might have a snack.
I try to eat well and I try to do all these things, but every once in a while the temptation is like thrown in my face and
This is mostly air. This will be all right.
yeah.
I try to eat well, but if she doesn't pull my hair, I'm gonna stop early.
I don't.
yeah, we'll go with
keep
that.
going. I keep going. I don't even stop.
It's all right. Wait until I'm retired. Everybody says I'm gonna gain a shitload of weight and everything after I retire from
You
the
might
military,
not.
So.
No,
You
you
might
work
not.
out too much. I doubt that.
You like working out.
Yeah, you like
I
working
do.
out. If you were a piece of shit, maybe.
I went over to my buddy's the other night for fajitas.
Because Don's a piece of shit.
Right. And
like fajitas.
he was like, man, I'm glad you're here betting cleanup because there's a lot of food left over.
Look at this.
What the fuck is that?
The fuck
I
is
got
that?
a brownie. Oh, I dropped a brownie.
Oh, shit.
All
I
the cool
even got
people
a
have
brownie.
brownies right now.
I bet you she had time to make brownies, frost it, and serve it in the amount of time we were shooting the shit.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's very possible.
I mean, yeah.
We figured 3.5 hours.
Yeah, like you can make a brownie in about
It
28
started
minutes.
with an idea.
Yeah. She's like, I can make that from scratch, cool it down, frost it, serve it,
And then bang this muck.
and mukbang the fuck. Did you fuckers see my Darth Vader helmet?
I don't believe
False.
so.
Let me go get this son of a bitch. It makes me so happy.
Oh man. That's true because he's going full like buckets, like for the collection.
So good. Ooh.
Oh, for a second I thought you had white gloves
Oh,
on.
shit.
Like it was like that's it's
This is-
advanced. I thought you had white gloves on handling it.
No, this is fucking
Just-
ridiculous.
Vader's just so dark. The blackest brother in the galaxy, Nubian god.
So like this comes off, right?
Wow.
And you see like the the metal electrodes or whatever all around his head.
Yeah.
But this part comes off too.
Oh shit.
Now listen to the sound it makes. Oh, button's on the other side. That's it.
Now go, my son. Leave
Ah.
me.
Here we go.
Jesus.
That's Vader in distress.
Yeah.
Correct. Now, let me put this on.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, fuck. I done
Vader,
went
he's a
too
spiritual
far.
brother, all down with the Force and that good shit. Then this cracker, Skywalker, gets his hands on a lightsaber, and the boy decides he's going to run the fucking universe. Gets a whole clan of whites together, and they go and bust up Vader's hood, the Death Star. Now, what the fuck do you call that?
I'm missing
Gentrification.
everything Jason's saying because I can't hear. Okay, there we go. Snaps, right? Listen. Listen to the difference in the sound effect.
Good shit.
Nice.
He looks like Chad Vader right now.
Did you say I look like Chad Vader?
Yeah.
Hold on. It takes like 8 minutes to take this fucking thing off.
Clint. I will be the day shift manager again. Oh my god. We gotta talk about that show on the show. Chad Vader?
And this is
feel
why I
like
have
we
to
did a
sleep in
while
this
back.
thing.
We've never officially covered it. We've never like watched it, taken notes, and actually had episodes about it. We've referred to it many times.
Yeah, we need to.
Isn't that the fucking coolest thing?
That is pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
It was way cooler than I expected. Like when I bought it, I was like,
that
"Well,
a-
that's Darth Vader shaped, and I like that about it."
Is that a black series?
Yeah,
Nice.
it is the most elaborate Black Series anything, which explains why it was like $25 more, maybe even $50 more than the other ones.
All right, gentlemen. I gotta head home.
All right, man. Drive
I'll catch
safe
y'all
or-
later. I had a
or
great
walk
time.
safe or-
Honestly, I know it was a lot, but we should do this more often
Yeah, 100% agree.
That was
That
fun.
was
Yeah.
because it's a fucking good ass fucking time.
Every time we get together and shoot the shit, it's always a good time.
yeah. All right, Brady.
Yeah.
Take care,
hey,
brother.
Hey, buddy.
you guys take it easy. Have a good week at work, man.
And I'll go fuck with you in the chat on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Fuck
drive
you,
safe.
Jason.
So no football chat. We're not doing overtime. Brady's got to go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Well, the Raiders didn't have a pick till the third round anyway.
Yeah, I'm not worried about their picks. And they picked two fucking running backs and one dude who had like 2 ACL surgeries in a fucking year from Georgia.
I mean, at least
Fuck
Al
outta here
Davis
with
is
that
dead, and they're not just picking like the
Weak ass
receiver with the fastest 40 time.
Miles
in the
Davis,
first round.
that's too cool.
If peeing your pants is cooler than I'm Miles Davis.
Oh my god, I'm already full. I can't eat this fucking thing. I'm gonna have to give it to the kids or something.
That's ridiculous. It was like a fucking 2-ounce piece of pie. Come on.
Bullshit. This thing was the size of my fucking head.
Yeah, fuck it. Another 6-pack of me.
Is he
Well, I'm
still
gonna
there?
pop off. I gotta take care of some work
All right,
issues
Chris.
that happen. So thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Good time.
Seeing you.
My cheeks hurt.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see my wife and find out why she went and had tacos without me.
Oh,
That's party foul.
That is
Yeah.
pretty foul. It's not even Tuesday.
Now, have you guys had burrilla tacos?
Barilla tacos.
Burrilla
All these
tacos.
burrito tacos, you fat fuck.
What
right.
what is this thing?
So burrilla tacos.
My name's
right?
Tom. Burrito tacos. Yum yum yum.
So they make this broth essentially that's made with like pork stock and some other stuff and some onions and whatever, but it like simmers for like 12 hours. Okay. So the first thing they do is they dip your corn tortilla in this broth, and then they throw it on the griddle and they cook it on both sides. Right.
Okay.
They take this slow roasted beef that they've slow roasted in this broth for hours until it's like pull apart soft. They put it in this flour tortilla that they've cooked in this broth, right? A little bit of onion, some cilantro, and the place that we go to puts a little bit of the house-made queso in there. And then you take that taco that in and of itself is amazing, and you dip it in a little bowl of that broth that they put out with you, like it's a fucking French dip of tacos. It is change your life good, son.
I'm gonna look for plane ticket prices. What's your closest airport?
I
What
guarantee
knows
you,
about
if
these things?
if you have a good, like authentic Mexican restaurant, they make burrito tacos there.
You think so?
Yes.
This is the first time I've ever heard of this, and we have some pretty good Mexican places around here.
Yeah, same here.
A real good Mexican restaurant will make burrito tacos.
All right, we'll have to investigate.
Is it? It's Barria, but it's pronounced barria.
Barria.
Barria tacos.
All right. Well, see you guys.
Hi, Chris. Take
See you
care.
in a week.
Cheers.
See you guys. Have a good night, boys.
Yeah. See you, Don.
Cheers.
See ya.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
I think everybody's pretty much signing off in the chat too. But,
Yep. Yep. I'm finished my brownie.
yeah, I finished the brownie. I can't even like look at that whoopie pie or whatever the fuck it is. Well, thank you everybody who's still hanging around, and thank you to Kristen for these lovely desserts.
Yes. Thank you, Kristen. And the kazoos, which we
Oh,
at
yeah.
some point, I think next week we'll just record before the show. We'll have to record the celebration music
Yeah,
via the kazoo.
yeah.
I can't do it today. Not after eating all that.
I might throw up inside of one as I'm. It'd make an interesting sound though, as you're
God.
throwing up into
It's
a
like
kazoo.
The kazoo, like the vomit would like kind of squirt out the top of the
You go,
kazoo. Kazoo vomit fountain. That could be a whole new genre of music.
It could be. You know, we've discovered a new sound, but then you have to throw up on cue every time you want to play it.
Oh
and-
God, I'm such a sympathy puker too.
Oh, God. My mom was always like that. I'm sure we've had this conversation before, but my mom was always a sympathy puker. Like whenever I would get sick as a kid, she'd be like, "I can't deal with this," and she'd like run off. And
Perfect. Mom, I need you. Nope, sorry, I'm out.
yeah.
Fuck you guys. All right, Jason, send your video through text.
What are we talking about?
Oh God,
It's not of your dick, is it?
if it's vomiting through a kazoo, then Jason can keep it. All right,
We out?
I think we out.
All right. See you, everybody. You are the best. That was a hell of a lot of fun, but now it's time to go to bed.
Yes. Cheers.
See ya.